a small target. $50 million. The entire class fell into a petrified state. $50 million. $50 million. How much would it cost to convert it into cash? It was estimated that they had never seen so much money in their lives. $50 million could probably buy 2 buildings in Y City. The boys all looked at Jing Mo with jealousy and mixed emotions, because they had been taught a lesson before they even left society. Zhang Jiwen wanted to go back to his class. He was dying of embarrassment in this place. How he wanted to take back what he just said. He also bragged that his family has a building, but this building is real estate, just the value is here. To sell it is not worth $10 million at all. People spent $50 million on their cars. This is simply not someone who is in the same world as him. Not to mention $50 million, even if $5 million of car their family cannot afford to buy him. He felt like he was just sending the door for Jing Mo to slap his face. Jing Mo even asked Zhang Jiwen and Yi Ruorua when he passed by, "Huh, you two haven't left yet." Zhang Jiwen grayed out and ran straight away, never daring to say a word again. Yi Ruorua didn't have any special expression. Her purpose had already been accomplished after adding Jing Mo's VX. This farce was finally over, but many people were still in the middle of reminiscing. Even the instructor who trained them was pointing at Jing Mo. The morning's military training almost wasted Kumo. His stomach was already hungry by the time he rested at noon. He and his second brother and son, the 4 of them, were ready to go to the cafeteria to eat. At the entrance of the playground, 2 silhouettes were waiting for them. One was Fan Qingxue, the other was Akiyuki. Yamamoto Kagoro was very sensible and found an excuse to run away, taking Fu Mingming with him in the process. Autumn took away Nyo Yongyu. Fan Qingxue followed Kumo. Jing Mo, I know there's a particularly delicious spicy hot pot at school. Let's go eat together. Fan Qingxue was not at all high and mighty in front of Jing Mo, just like a very ordinary little girl. Jing Mo only wanted to eat no matter what as long as it was food. Fan Qingxue said that this spicy hot pot is really delicious. The window to beat the food are lined up. Fan Qingxue, no Jing Mo military training tired to let him first find a seat to sit down. She went to line up to buy food. Jing Mo also did not give Fan Qingxue polite, casually find a seat to sit down and wait for Fan Qingxue to buy food for himself. The surrounding sophomore and junior seniors have been watching Jing Mo after seeing him. It was unreal that such a good-looking schoolgirl was lining up to buy food for a boy. Fan Qingxue came back with 2 bowls of spicy hot pot. The 2 sat together chatting and eating. As they were eating, Fan Qingxue's phone rang. "I'll take a call." "Oh, it's fine, you answer yours." Jing Mo picked up his cell phone and clicked on the novel software to eat his meal and watch the novel. The most recent one was called Divine Magnificence. Freshman year starts, you drive a Lamborghini to report? This novel is really well written. It's just that the protagonist is a little too much. "Hey mom, what's up? I'm eating at school." "What did you say?" Fan Qingxue's face suddenly changed, and her entire face didn't have the slightest bit of blood color. "Good. I'll rush right away." "In which hospital?" Jing Mo heard said hospital, then opened his mouth and asked, "What happened?" "Something happened at home. I have to go back," said Fan Qingxue, then prepared to get up and leave. Jing Mo continued to look down at his novel and eat. But just then the system's voice in his head rang out. "Detected that Fan Qingxue's sister is critically ill. Please go and rescue the host. Releasing branch mission, taking advantage of a person's danger. Please ask the host to rescue Fan Qingxue's sister. Then and use this as blackmail to make Fan Qingxue your lover." Chapter 78 Heart Bypass. This is one thing after another. Can you still clear your mind? No wonder the system's last mission reward was a 10-minute experience card for surgical techniques. So it was waiting for him here? He only realized the system's horror at this time. The system predicted yesterday that Fan Qingxue's sister would have a serious illness today. Jing Mo plus the previous rewards. Unconsciously, he was moving forward according to the system planning. The task issued by the system had no punishment this time. It was a test for Kyung Mo. As for why there was no punishment, it was because the system knew that Kyung Mo would definitely go for this mission. Even if he didn't want this reward, the people around him were going to die and he could save them. Not going to save them in a situation like this. Kumo was a little uneasy inside. "Wait, did I tell you to go?" Jing Mo packed up the dishes and chopsticks ready to put them in the place where the dinner plates were recycled. Fan Qingxue's face was a bit anxious. "Jing Mo, I'm really sorry. Something urgent has happened at home. I have to go back." Jing Mo sighed. "I'll go back with you. Maybe I can help you with something." Fan Qingxue shook her head. It was better not to trouble Jing Mo with her own family matters. Because even if Jing Mo went there, it wouldn't help much. Could it be that Jing Mo could still do surgery? You waited for me at school. Are you unable to let me go? Don't worry, I won't run away with another boy. Fan Qingxue thought it was because Jing Mo couldn't let go of himself, and rushed to say a few good words. Jing Mo didn't explain so much and picked up the car keys and said, "Isn't there something urgent at your home? You want to rush over or have to take my car? You forget that my car skills are very good." Fan Qingxue didn't refuse when she heard Jing Mo say so. The two of them quickly walked to the parking lot and got into the Lamborghini Sixth Element. Finally being able to drive fast today, Jing Mo felt like he was unblocked. Boom! As the Lamborghini started up, Kumo gently blasted the gas pedal. Just like that, he took off under the watchful eyes of the entire school. Just after driving out of the school, his cell phone rang. Jing Mo took a look and it was actually Jiang Qingqing calling. Jing Mo, military training is about to start. What are you doing out at this time? Some urgent matters need to be dealt with. Come back at night. Jiang Qingqing was a little crazy on the other side of the phone. This Jing Mo can't be controlled by himself, and he doesn't dare to bring him back to the office alone to teach him a lesson. Why don't you take leave from me and the instructor first if you have something to do? Jiang Qingqing spoke with some complaints. Jing Mo sniffed with some headache. Can't find any reason to take leave. Just take it as a personal leave. Jiang Qingqing felt that she was being insulted. Jing Mo wasn't even perfunctory anymore. This could even be considered absenteeism. But this was Jing Mo, one still had to treat it differently. Just once. Jing Mo smiled and said, "I'll come back and treat you to dinner tonight." Scram. Where to say a location? Su Bei Hospital. Jing Mo's car skills need not be said. 10 minutes directly to the destination. Fan Qingxue's eyes are a little red. Even if it is a cold school flower, facing this kind of thing is also a little unable to carry. After all, she was a little girl. It's really too much trouble for you, you still have military training to do. It's not good to ask for a vacation. A small thing. Let's go in quickly. No need. I'll just go in by myself, you hurry back to school. Jing Mo directly refused. Since you're here at the hospital, that means someone in your family is sick. Take me to see. My sister had a heart attack and is now in the intensive care unit. Just now my mom called and asked me to come over. We have to rush over there now. Fan Qingxue felt very secure with Jing Mo by her side, and was much more relaxed herself. This would be when Fan Qingxue told Jing Mo what had happened. Fan Qingxue's younger sister was in the 2nd grade of elementary school, and because her mother was busy and didn't make breakfast for her, she gave her $10 to go out and buy breakfast to eat. But Fan Qingxue's sister didn't eat breakfast in order to save money. Originally thought to wait until noon and then go home to eat. But by the end of the school point, the teacher hard to drag the classroom, resulting in Fan Qingxue's sister directly starvation fainted. The other students in the class thought they were asleep and no one reminded the teacher. And when the teacher found and checked the situation, Fan Qingxue's sister was already breathing weakly and dying. Teachers, scared half dead, directly called 120. Waiting for the hospital after examination, Fan Qingxue's sister was sent directly to the intensive care unit and to the work of the Fan mother to call. This phone call is the hospital notified her daughter issued a critical notice. Fan mother received the news the first time to call her eldest daughter Fan Qingxue at school. Fan Qingxue received the news and rushed this way. Because of Jingma's car skills, I did not expect to come faster than Fan mother. Fan Qingxue at this time is like a headless fly, a face of anxiety, do not know what to do. Where is your father? My father, he divorced my mother when I was very young. I've been living only with my mother and sister. Fan Qingxue's father married and then befriended a female president, then cheated on her within the marriage, and netted a divorce after being discovered. Jing Mo had no choice but to take Fan Qingxue to the intensive care unit first to ask what the situation was. Through inquiries, the two arrived at the hospital's intensive care unit. The doctor told Fan Qingxue that her sister had congenital heart disease, which, combined with a long period of irregular diet, led to a heart attack. Coupled with the fact that she was brought to the hospital too late, the situation is very bleak as of now. Doctors at the hospital are exploring means of treatment. But with the current level of medical care in the country, even doing a heart bypass in such a small child is almost impossible. Even if the top foreign doctors come over, the success rate of the operation is only 10%. Hearing this, Fan Qingxue was like a thunderbolt. She has only 2 relatives left, a mother and a sister. If this is one less, then Fan Qingxue directly paralyzed in the hospital corridor chair. Jing Mo looked in through the glass of the intensive care unit. A little girl with features very similar to Fan Qingshue's was lying on the bed. The hospital bed was large, and the small body lying on it was incongruous. Through the glass he could see the expression of the girl's closed eyes, still frowning, obviously suffering great pain. System. Can the surgical technique you rewarded me with operate on Fan Xiaoxia? System. Through testing, Fan Xiaoxia's body has currently entered an endangered state. If surgery is not performed within 12 hours, even if the host uses the experience card, there is nothing that can be done. Then is 10 minutes enough or not? System. Theoretically, it's enough. What do you mean theoretically enough? This is human life, not a joke. System. Theoretically, in the case where the host has knowledge in this area of heart bypass, plus 10 minutes of this world's top surgical techniques, it's enough to heal Fan Xiaoxia. Chapter 79. The Race for Time. The system's words made Jing Mo perceive the key point, which was having the knowledge of heart bypass. But he hadn't studied medicine at all. This kind of thing that not many people in the country would be able to do themselves was even more unintelligible. System. Can this experience card be given to others to use? Jing Mo thought that if he gave the experience card to a doctor in the country who could do heart bypass, he would probably be able to operate on Fan Xiaoxia. System. No, the system produces only for the host alone. But how in the world could one gain all the knowledge of heart bypass in a flash? Wait, Jing Mo's eyes instantly widened. Knowledge? Knowledge? Knowledge chili? Was this also something the system had predicted long ago? System. Can knowledge spicy fries allow me to have all the knowledge of heart bypass? System. Yes. It only requires the host to eat the knowledge spicy fries and watch the corresponding knowledge. Just as Jing Mo was tussling with the system, Fan Qingshue's mother arrived. Wang Nan was followed by a middle-aged man. Seeing her mother arrive, Fan Qingxue hurriedly wiped the tears from the corners of her eyes. She didn't want her mother to know that she had cried before. At this moment, Wang Nan's eyes were red. Obviously, she had cried as well. The middle-aged man behind her side had a resentful face. Letting you look at a child is not good. You're really not much use. I'm so busy and still have to find time to manage your mess. There's not a single one of you that makes me worry. The middle-aged man was Fan Qingshue's father, Fanjiu. When Fan Qingsue saw Fanjiu, it was like seeing an enemy. Hearing what Fanjiu said was even more annoying. You can just not come if you're busy. Fanjiu sniffed angrily. You think I want to come and take care of you two money losers? If I don't come, will you pay for your sister's medical bills? Fan Qingsue wanted to say something but thought that her sister was still in the ICU. They really need money now. Don't let your sister not have money for medical treatment because of your own mouth. Fanjiu saw that Fan Qingsue shut up and hummed disdainfully. You two will just spend my money. What's the use of giving it to you? What can you repay me in the future? The two together are not as useful as your brother. That's not my brother. Fanjiu frowned and said, What? You're not my daughter. If you have the ability, don't bleed our Fan family's blood. Wang Nan spoke up at this point. What time is it and you're still arguing? Don't you care about Xia's death or life? Fanjiu snorted coldly and went to the doctor's side to inquire about the situation. Fan Qingsue introduced herself to Wang Nan. This is my boyfriend. Wang Nan faintly glanced at Jing Mo, nodded her head slightly and stopped looking at Jing Mo, all the time lying on the glass of the intensive care ward looking in at her daughter. Fan Qingsue explained for her own mother. I'm sorry to say that the two of us are boyfriend and girlfriend. I was afraid that my mom would be worried. Jing Mo rubbed his nose in disbelief. Several doctors in white coats wearing white caps and masks walked over. Fan Qingsue, Fanjiu, and Wang Nan all came together when they saw this. Doctor, how is my daughter? The attending physician's face was a bit grave. Your daughter's age is really too young, heart bypass surgery is too risky, but it has to be done. Your daughter's blood vessels are now cracked, which directly affects her respiratory system. After we deliberated to ask our hospital's doctor who is the most experienced in doing bypasses, to perform the surgery. But the success rate is less than 10%. It would be a medical miracle if it could be done successfully, so please prepare yourselves for the worst. The doctor's words were like a heavy hammer directly hitting the two men over the head. Then doctor, how much is this medical cost? Fanjiu, on the other hand, was thinking about money. Since the success rate of his daughter's surgery was so low, if the cost was high, he had to consider whether it was necessary to spend the money or not. In case the money was spent and the life wasn't saved, it would be a big loss. The doctor roughly estimated the cost of about $500,000. Fan Jiu was a bit stumped when he heard it. "Doctor, please save my sister," Fan Qingxue said with a choked voice. The doctor frowned and said, "The difficulty of this surgery is just too high, but we'll do our best to try." The nurse was on the side handing out many family notification forms for Fan Jiu and Wang Nan to sign. Fan Jiu hesitantly couldn't lay his hands on them. Wang Nan, on the other hand, was signing with a shaking hand. "Wang Nan, I don't think Xiaoxia's body can be saved. Why don't we give up so we can still save a fortune?" Fan Jiu was slow to put pen to paper, eventually popping out a sentence like this. Wang Nan's eyes widened with disbelief. "Fan Jiu, this is your daughter? Are you just going to watch her die?" Fan Jiu's face was very unhappy at being said so. "What are you talking about? We didn't try our best, did we?" Fan Qingxue gritted her teeth and said, "What did you do your best for? You as a father didn't even pay for the medical bills. Didn't the doctor say that the success rate of the treatment is only 10%, and it's a medical miracle that it can be cured, so even if this money is given, it's still a waste of money. You pay the medical fees and 10% of the hope of life. If you do not, Xiaoxia is dead. Fan Jiu, count on me to beg you this time." Wang Nan directly knelt on the ground. "Just for the sake of our previous husband and wife relationship and father-daughter relationship, you can save Xia this time. As long as you pay for the medical expenses, our family doesn't want a penny from you anymore." Fan Qingxue went forward to assist Wang Nan with red eyes. "Mom, let's not beg him. This kind of inhumanity doesn't deserve to be our father. Xiao Shui. Now only Fan Jiu can save Xiaoxia." Fan Qingxue pursed her lips and thought of Jing Mo by her side. If she begged Jing Mo definitely wouldn't sit back and do nothing. But the relationship between Jing Mo and himself was not yet particularly close, and if he were to open his mouth and beg him at this time, Jing Mo would definitely be particularly uncomfortable in his heart. When Fan Jiu saw his ex-wife kneeling down and begging for help, his face was a little embarrassed, especially since the people around him were pointing at him. "Good. This money I'll pay. Just after you pay it, you and I are done. Never bother my life again." Wang Nan humbly lowered her head. "As long as you save Xiaoxia, from now on we will all stop disturbing your life." Fan Jiu was very quick to go to the hospital lobby to pay the money. "Prepare for surgery." The attending physician saw that the fees were all in, and hurriedly prepared to act. Just at this moment, a nurse ran out of the hospitalization department in a hurry. "Director Shang is not well. Another seriously ill patient has come in. He also needs a heart bypass surgery. But there's only one blood vessel that can do the bypass at the moment, and that side is asking the hospital to give them this opportunity." "How come? Both of them need heart bypass surgery." The attending physician's face became very unsightly as he sniffed. Fan Xiaoxia's situation was currently very bad, and now she had to fight against the King of Hell to snatch someone. Chapter 80, How much you donate, I'll donate double. Doing a heart bypass surgery is something that normal hospitals can't do. Subei Hospital is the largest hospital in Y City, but it's usually rare to do this kind of super difficult surgery. Therefore, the blood vessels to do this surgery were only stored in a single copy, and if needed had to be sent over from the pharmaceutical manufacturer side. "Can you notify Wanfu Pharmaceutical to urgently transfer a blood vessel to do the bypass over?" The attending doctor's side looked at Fan Xiaoxia, who was already dying in the hospital room, and asked. "Wanfu's side is already working overtime to make it, but it'll take 4 hours to send it over at the earliest. Show me the medical record of the other patient who needs a bypass." The attending doctor said after reading the medical record, "This patient's heart has been bad for years, and her condition is stable. Even if she waits for 4 hours, there won't be any problem. Let's give this little girl a heart bypass first." "Thank you, Director Shang. Thank you so much." Wang Nan was in tears after hearing this. Not that she was unsympathetic, but there was only one blood vessel, and she wasn't so unselfish as to let it go. Fan Qingxue on the side also leaned against Jing Mo's shoulder and cried in a small voice. "It's nothing, we can still distinguish between priorities. The little girl's condition is really at a critical point. It can't wait any longer, the surgery must be done immediately." After the attending physician finished speaking, he took the lead with a few doctors and walked into the operating room, while the nurse entered the intensive care unit and pushed the pale-faced Fan Xiaoxia out. Wang Nan rushed forward the moment she saw her daughter being pushed out, but she didn't dare to move her when she looked at her daughter's pale face. Looking at Fan Xiaoxia, she was about to be pushed into the operating room. "Director Shang, wait." A voice called out to the attending physician. A middle-aged man in a white coat walked over. Behind him was also pushing a sick person. Director Shang took a look at this was the vice president of his hospital. Director Shang, first do heart bypass surgery on this patient behind me. Director Shang's face changed, but the vice president's brows tightened with an authoritative face. Let's talk about what you have to say after the surgery. The later patient's family member was a middle-aged woman wearing a red blouse, with an appearance probably in her 40s. Dr. Shang, my husband didn't sponsor a lot of medical equipment to Subei Hospital. Before and after it all adds up to more than 10 million. This money is enough to buy how much medical equipment to save how many people. On the contrary, when my husband got sick, he pushed the surgery back. Do you think it's appropriate? This family member, your husband's condition is stable. You can wait for another blood vessel to arrive before proceeding with the surgery. Director Shang stepped forward and persuaded. Director Shang, as far as I know, this girl's condition may not be successful even after the surgery. Why waste a precious opportunity to save a life? Why not let it go to someone who needs it more? The vice dean spoke up at this time. But dean, this girl's condition still has the possibility of being cured. The vice dean rudely interrupted. That's only a theoretical possibility. If the treatment is not good, what if the family makes trouble in the hospital again? This place is not far from Jinling. If it's fast, we can send it to Jinling's hospital in 2 hours. The medical conditions there are definitely better than ours. Let the patient go wherever he wants to have the surgery. Director Shang still wanted to say something, but was rebuked by the vice president. Director Shang, pay attention to your status. Are you going to defy my decision? Director Shang, this surgery was booked by us in advance. If you give it up to someone else at this time, do you think that's fair to us? The woman in red was afraid that Director Shang would bring his emotions to her husband's surgery, so she hurriedly spoke out to calm the other party down. Director Shang took a deep breath. You guys don't need to say more. Is it okay for me to do the surgery? After saying this, he turned around and walked into the operating room. He didn't have the face to see Fan Qingshua's family again. The vice president ordered the nurse to push the later man into the operating room. Wang Nan instantly became anxious at the sight. It can't be like this. My daughter is in a very dangerous condition now. I beg you to operate on my daughter first. After saying this, he directly knelt in front of the vice president. A mother had knelt in front of people twice in order to save her daughter. Fan Qingxue was now disoriented, and beside her was Fan Xiaoxia, who had a sickly look on her face. The vice dean didn't pay attention to Wang Nan, who was kneeling in front of him, but instead spoke to the woman beside him. Mr. Li's condition has been very stable, and after this heart bypass is done, it's estimated that it won't be long before he's discharged. The woman in red glanced at the woman with a haughty face and said, I will donate another $5 million to the hospital when the operation is over, just as a thank you. The vice dean's face instantly blossomed with joy upon hearing this, and hurriedly opened his mouth to say that everything was what they should do as doctors. The two men's side of the conversation didn't take Jing Mo's side into consideration at all. They didn't put Wang Nan and Fan Qingxue in their eyes in the slightest. Jing Mo suddenly stepped out. This doctor, the blood vessels you just needed for the heart bypass surgery, was it provided by Wanfu Pharmaceuticals? Jing Mo's sudden appearance interrupted the conversation between the two. The vice president looked at Jing Mo with some displeasure. Yes, Wanfu Pharmaceutical is the largest local medical equipment manufacturer in Y City. All the medical equipment used in our hospital is provided by them. Jing Mo scratched his head and said, Then if I ask them to send a blood vessel for heart bypass now, does that make us elect to do the surgery? The vice dean successively sized up Kyung Mo as soon as he heard this. This kid was still wearing military training clothes. At first glance, he was a freshman. What qualifications does a freshman have to talk to himself here? Then, if you have the ability, let Wanfu Pharmaceuticals send a blood vessel over right now. This sentence clearly carried a touch of disdain and mockery. He simply didn't believe that Jing Mo would know anyone from Wanfu Pharmaceutical. Even if he did, it might be someone's relative who worked at Wanfu Pharmaceutical as a small employee. If he wanted Wanfu Pharmaceutical to send a blood vessel over right now, it would have to be the leadership that gave the word. Because this kind of thing is the hospital in advance to talk about, each one is other hospital booking. How can you say give you, other hospitals can be happy? Who knew that Jing Mo directly took out his cell phone and made a call in front of him after saying this. Hello? Is this Wang Qichuan? I am Jing Mo. Long time no see. Long time no see. Looking for you a little something? It's best if you can send it over right away. Then hurry up, human lives are at stake. Jing Mo hung up the phone and looked at the vice president. I'm a shareholder of Wanfu Pharmaceuticals. That side said that the blood vessels will be sent over within half an hour. You said to operate on our side first. All the people present were confused, especially the vice dean, because the chairman of Wanfu Pharmaceutical was named Wang Chichuan. Also, this lady, you said before that because you donated money so the hospital must give you the surgery first. In that case, how much you donate, I'll donate double so that we can do the surgery first. Chapter 81. Surgery Failure. Jing Mo's words caused all the people present to stare at themselves in disbelief. The vice dean frowned as he said, "You little guy really knows how to speak out of turn. Do you know how much money Ms. Han donated to Subei? You dare to say that you donated double?" I said, "No matter how much this lady donated, I'll donate double." This scene made the vice dean a little unsure of what to say as well. Ms. Han frowned and spoke. "I've donated to the hospital before and after, and I'm about to donate more than $20 million. If you can really come up with $40 million, this time it's a surgical opportunity, so what's the harm in me letting you have it?" She didn't believe that Jing Mo could really casually take out $40 million just to rob a surgery. $40 million, what a concept. Wang Nan and Fan Qingxue were also surprised behind them. Fan Qingxue really didn't want to make things difficult for Jing Mo. $40 million she might not be able to pay back in her lifetime. Wang Nan's eyes began to gradually change as she looked at Jing Mo. Wang Nan has never taken Jing Mo seriously. After all, look at this young man, looks like a little white face, afraid that his daughter is not cheated. Their own daughter has never been in love. This looks many friends are thinking of giving their son as a daughter-in-law. The people chasing Fan Qingxue can be lined up from Y City to Jinling. At first, Wang Nan was not happy with Jing Mo. But now he saw that Jing Mo actually wanted to donate $40 million to the hospital for his second daughter. Plus just said something or Wanfu Pharmaceutical shareholders. A phone call let Wanfu Pharmaceutical will daughter need blood vessels to send over. This is to Jing Mo satisfied up, but look at the son-in-law can not just look at the appearance and background, still have to look at the character of the person. Still have to examine it. Jing Mo saw that Wang Nan kept looking at himself and didn't take it to heart. He was doing this solely to complete the system mission. Let Fan Qingxue owe him more weight until it is finished to make that request to her. Thinking about it is still a bit exciting, that is Fan Qingxue. The University of Y School Flower list ranked first. The vice dean let the nurse directly bring a letter of intent to Kyung Mo. The first thing that you need to do is to get your hands on some of the most popular products and services in the world, and then you can get your hands on some of the most popular ones. Waiting for the finance department to give the dean to really have $40 million to the account after, he is full of shock, and then is a smiling face to welcome to the Jing Mo opening. "Aya, really thank you too much. On behalf of all the patients in the North Jiangsu Hospital, I thank you. How many people can you save with this $40 million? The vice president said and even made a fake bow to Jing Mo. Jing Mo was really disgusted with this kind of person. This donation to Jing Mo is not like a donation, it is clearly an auction. Whoever donates more will be prioritized for surgery. When Ms. Han saw that Jing Mo really had $40 million, her face was also full of shock. Their family's donation of $20 million is still the total amount of money donated over time. But Jing Mo is a breadth of direct donation, so his background must be how uncomplicated. Facing such a rich young man, they still had to avoid it. "Vice President, you operate on this little brother's family. Didn't this little brother say that there is another blood vessel that can be sent over in half an hour? It's fine for us to wait a bit." The vice dean saw that this side also agreed and hurriedly asked the nurse to push Fan Xiaoxia in and instructed Director Shang to do his best to heal him. Soon Fan Xiaoxia was pushed into the operating room, and Wang Nen looked at the vice dean with sad eyes. "Thank you very much." The vice dean had a complicated look on his face. "If you guys want to be thankful, thank whichever little brother you want." Wang Nan went up to Jing Mo with some embarrassment. "I was a bit cold to you at first. I was just too anxious in my heart then. Don't take it to heart. I agree to the matter between you and Xiao Shui. I agree that the two of you are dating." Jing Mo saw Wang Nan speaking so carefully to himself, hurriedly opened his mouth and said, "It's fine. It's good to get the little girl back. Auntie, you shouldn't be so polite to me either. You didn't do anything." "Aya, what kind of words are these? You but spent $40 million for my daughter to fight for the chance of surgery. This is a life-saving favor." Wang Nan, because of Jing Mo's attitude, made eyes visible warm a lot. To Jing Mo, that is to drive cold and ask warm. "Xiao Shui, how do you go back? Your boyfriend to come to a trip, you also do not give him to buy a bottle of water to drink." Wang Nan pretended to complain. Fan Xiao Shui looks at Jing Mo. Now her own mom actually speaks for Jing Mo. This is not even married yet. "No need to be so polite. Xiao Shui bought me water before. I left it in the car and didn't take it." Not only Wang Nan was warm to Jing Mo, even the hospital was warm to Jing Mo. Many nurses were asking Jing Mo from time to time if he was thirsty, hungry, and if there was anything he needed. Jing Mo all politely refused. Because of the Jing Mo, Wang Nan and Fan Qingxue mood relaxed a lot. In the door of the operating room, unlike before so gloomy, Fan Qingxue looked in the direction of the operating room with a face of pious pilgrimage. I hope my sister will be safe. The nurse stepped forward and comforted. Don't worry, Director Shang is the most experienced doctor in our hospital in doing heart bypasses. And this time, she will definitely be able to turn the situation into a safe one as well. I hope so. Just at this moment, a middle-aged man walked up. This was the hospital's director. Knowing that Jing Mo had donated $40 million to come and thank him, he sighed when he saw this scene. Hello, I am the Dean of Subei Hospital. I am very thankful for this little brother's donation. Wang Nan was a bit flattered to see that even the dean had come. Fan Qingxue glanced at Jing Mo, knowing that the dean could condescend to come because of Jing Mo as well. At this time, the operating room was very tense. Director Shang, the patient's breathing is getting weaker and weaker. The heart rate is also getting lower. Director Shang's forehead was covered in fine beads of sweat. He was not at all sure about this operation. Doing a bypass on a 10-year-old girl is too difficult. The heart of a 10-year-old child is not fully developed, and the blood vessels are very thin. To replace the blood vessels, it would take a pair of hands that are more precise than a machine. Director Shang hesitated for a long time, but just couldn't do it. The blood pressure is gradually decreasing because the bleeding blood supply is not enough. Need to increase the amount of blood transfusion. An hour later, Director Shang sat paralyzed in his chair. This operation was still a failure. The blood vessels were too thin to be replaced. It just moved and almost the girl's heart was going to stop beating. A nurse walked out of the operating room. The 4 people at the door all stood up with a nervous face and asked, "How's the situation?" The nurse said with a sad face, "The patient's blood vessels are too thin to do a bypass. The situation is now very bleak. It is estimated that the patient can still last 3 hours." Boom! Wang Nan felt thunderous. His eyes rolled over and he directly fainted. Fan Qingxue felt her heart cut like a knife. "Mom! Xiaoxia!" She couldn't care less about her image and let out a loud shout. The dean stepped forward and tried his best to pacify her. "Condolences. This is all life." After saying this, he also gave Jing Mo a wink for him to comfort a few words as well. The nurse asked Fan Qingxue, "Should we continue the surgery? If it's over, it can still live for 3 hours. We now need to get the family's consent for this to be let go." Fan Qingxue's eyes were filled with death. Chapter 82. Eating chili fries and having surgery. The current Fan Qingxue was caught in a dilemma. Now agreeing to continue the surgery was estimated to die immediately. If you don't agree to the surgery, you can only live for 3 hours. Fan Qingxue asked, "Is there really no way out?" The nurse sighed and shook her head. "All the methods that can be used have been used up. There is really no way." Fan Qingxue looked like she had lost all her strength. Her tall body hunched over. Jing Mo saw that the time was ripe and opened his mouth at this time to say to Fan Qingxue, "Qingxue, do you trust me?" Fan Qingxue looked at Jing Mo with a dull gaze. And after hearing Jing Mo say these words, there was a little gleam in her eyes. Is it hard to believe that Jing Mo still has some way out? "I believe you always have. I can save her, but on one condition." Fan Qingxue hurriedly opened her mouth to agree when she heard that she could save her sister. "As long as you can save my sister, I'll agree to whatever you say." Jing Mo see Fan Qingxue now look some heart cannot bear. With this matter to blackmail people as their lover means really not very honorable. He himself is really going further and further down the road. "I want you to be my lover. I promise you." Who knew that Fan Qingxue directly agreed without thinking. "I owe you a lot. I'm just an ordinary little girl. There's nothing over the top except for some good looks. If you want me to be your lover, I'll be your lover." The task is completed. The following rewards are issued. 10% of the shares of Tencent, hypnosis is upgraded to intermediate hypnosis, and an additional reward of 1 billion RMB. ZFB arrived 1 billion yuan. The little bit of guilt in Jing Mo's heart that he saw the lucrative rewards also dissipated. Jing Mo found the dean. "Is it okay if I want some books on heart bypass?" The dean was puzzled but complied with such a simple request. "The bookshelf in my office has very authoritative books written by foreign experts in the field of heart. I'll go get them for you. One more thing. I want to participate in Fan Xiaoxia's surgery." The dean looked at Jing Mo in dismay. This guy was out of his mind. He had been the dean for so many years, and it was the first time he had heard such a request. When he thought about the books on heart bypass that Jing Mo had just asked for himself, it couldn't be that this guy wanted to learn from the past. What kind of international joke is this? Little brother, this is not in accordance with the regulations. If you want to enter the operating room, at least you have to have a license to practice medicine. Otherwise, if we are discovered, we will be disciplined by the relevant units. The dean said with great difficulty. The fact that Jing Mo had donated $40 million, as long as it wasn't a particularly excessive request, as long as Jing Mo opened his mouth he would agree. But this request would cause the hospitals to be affected accordingly. That would be a bit difficult. This you don't have to worry about. My side and the city council's relationship is very good. If something happens, I'll take it on myself alone. The dean heard the city council. It is not good to say anything, can only agree. The heart also wondered, this teenager in the end, what is the origin? Wanfu Pharmaceutical shareholders, casually out of 40 million, but also know the city bureau. Jing Mo took a few books about the heart. After the book, the fine straight into the operating room. Fan Qingxue saw that Jing Mo actually walked towards the operating room. She also followed. Jing Mo stopped her. Just don't go in. If you believe me, just wait outside. I'll definitely bring your sister back. The dean next to her let out a bitter smile, although he didn't know what Jing Mo was trying to do. But saying boldly that he would save the person who couldn't be saved by the top doctors in Y City was really a bit arrogant. However, Jing Mo had donated $40 million, so he couldn't say anything himself. Anyway, he had done everything he could, and it was impossible for Jing Mo to find a reason to return this $40 million. Fan Qingxue glanced at Jing Mo's eyes. Jing Mo usually gave off a lazy expression, rarely seeing this very serious demeanor. Looking at this kind of Jing Mo, Fan Qingxue actually calmed down a lot in her heart. She somewhat really believed that the doctor could not save the life of the person Jing Mo can save back. Jing Mo turned around and walked towards the operating room. Inside the operating room, the doctor was still doing his best to stabilize Fan Xiaoxia's vital features. Director Shang hears a movement behind him, thinking it's the nurse coming back. How is it? Does the family still want to continue the surgery? But after saying that and seeing that there had been no response from behind him, he turned around with some anger. Seeing Jing Mo actually into the operating room, first froze for a moment and then out of the mouth reprimanded. Family members cannot enter the operating room. Go out and wait outside. Kyung Mo is unaware of this and continues to walk towards the operating table. Your dean asked me to participate in this surgery. Director Shang was puzzled as to why the dean would let Kyung Mo participate in this surgery, but the leader's words he still had to listen. Then you just watch from the side and don't make any trouble. Who knows that Jing Mo did not have any self-consciousness, came to the operating table next to the book in one hand and the other hand holding a chili bar and ate it. Director Shang and several assistants all froze. There are too many grooves for a time, do not know where to spit. Not this bloody scene can also eat. This is an operating room, not a cafeteria. You are learning on the spot. This is not a temporary clasp. This is an accident directly to find the Buddha to go. And you're turning the pages of the speed is too fast, you can see what But Jing Mo this side eating knowledge of spicy noodles. Feel into a state of epiphany. This state is very wonderful. It feels like the world has become a lot clearer, the surrounding grass and trees all into the mind. The nurse and the doctor, every action all printed in the mind as well. Although reading a book is a glance, but that kind of unforgettable skills directly let the knowledge of the book like a flash drive transfer all into the memory of Jing Mo. In a few minutes, the chili fries were finished and the book was finished. Director Shang, give me a pair of gloves. Director Shang and a few assistants were dumbfounded. This guy wanted gloves because he wanted to do it himself? This is surgery, not playing house. Do you really think you can do surgery after reading a little about it? You're killing people with a straw man, you're committing a crime. Director Shang was really a bit angry and couldn't contain his rage. Jing Mo said in a cold voice, you can't save her. Let me do it. Cut the crap. Intermediate hypnosis was unleashed. Director Shang and several assistants were all hypnotized by Jing Mo in an instant. The assistants put gloves and medical aprons on Kyung Mo. Surgical technique experience card used. In an instant, Jing Mo felt that his hands were steady, and all of his countless surgical experiences entered Jing Mo's mind. Mo picked up the scalpel. Lower the knife. Director Shang was hypnotized at first, but then when he came to his senses, he was really shocked to see Kyung Mo's surgical technique. Bold, unique, and with hands more precise than a machine. This was simply the level that only the top attending physicians abroad could possess. It was as if he saw the shadow of his idol in Kyung Mo's body. His own idol was the top doctor in the Sunset Kingdom, and although he was about to retire now, he had performed hundreds of surgeries, big and small, in his lifetime. The instructional videos he watched when he was in school to learn about surgeries were his. Chapter 83, Accompanying You to Dinner. 10 minutes passed quickly. Jing Mo's 10 minutes were just to get the hardest part of the surgery done. The rest of the finishing work was still done by Director Shang. When the lighted area on the operating room went out, it meant that the surgery was over. Fan Qingxue and the newly awakened Wang Nan's hearts lifted again. Not long after, the door was opened. Director Shang walked out of the operating room with a tired face. The surgery was successful. The patient is out of life-threatening danger. The dean who was waiting at the door couldn't help but be shocked after hearing this. How was it possible that Jing Mo really made the surgery a success after he went in? Just now during the surgery, the dean had asked someone to inquire about Jing Mo's information. It's just a freshman in the computer program of Y University. This computer program has nothing to do with medical care. Although the heart has a lot of questions, but this time is not convenient to ask out. Only with the patient's family to celebrate the patient's peace. Fan Qingxue and Wang Nan heaved a sigh of relief. Wang Nan at this time has also just Jing Mo into the operating room, although I do not know what he used, but can miraculously let his daughter live over is already enough. Fan Xiaoxia was pushed out again. This time the effect of anesthesia has not passed. Fan Xiaoxia breathing has become much smoother with the naked eye. Because she had just finished surgery, she still needed to be sent to the intensive care unit for a few days to see if there were any rejection reactions, and when the patient woke up, it proved that she was almost well. Fan Qingxue and Wang Nan took turns wearing isolation suits to go to the intensive care unit to see Fan Xiaoxia for a while and then came out. Jing Mo didn't even go in to see, because he knew that Fan Xiaoxia was definitely fine. This matter had been tossed around all afternoon, and Fan Qingxue pulled her own mother and said, "Mom, look at how hard Jing Mo worked all afternoon. Why don't we treat him to dinner tonight?" Wang Nan's face was full of joy that she couldn't hide. Her youngest daughter was safe and sound, and her eldest daughter had found such an outstanding boyfriend. It was really a double happiness. The young man called Jing Mo right, what a good name. Let's go Annie treat, what do you want to eat, just say. The big stone in her heart fell to the ground. Wang Nan's tone of voice became much more relaxed. She had been tortured to death inside for the past few hours, fearing that her daughter would not be resuscitated. The main reason was that the hospital had put too much pressure on her, saying something about the success rate being less than 10%. Now that the matter was completely resolved, she had the time to take a good look at Jing Mo. Looks need not be said, although she is over 100 years old, but the vision is still very venomous. When young is also a generation of celebrities. Now she is old, but when she was young, there were many boys chasing after her. Having seen more, she naturally understands how good-looking Jing Mo must be. Even in the last era and this era combined, she has never seen such a good-looking boy. Kumo, do you want to eat out or come home with me? Auntie's cooking skill is one of the best. Yuki still calls from time to time at school to say she misses my bite. Jing Mo also wanted to taste the flavor of home. It's been a long time since I've made something to eat at home by myself. The last time was when his own aunt stewed beef brisket for him before he came to report to school. Then let's eat at home. Then I'll trouble you to cook, Auntie. What are you talking about? You've helped our family so much. Where's the trouble in a meal? Then Mom, I'll go to the market with Jing Mo to buy some vegetables. Let's the two of us make grilled fish for Jing Mo to eat at night. Saying that, he pulled Jing Mo towards the outside of the hospital. Can't let his mom stay with Jing Mo. If it's long it will wear out. After all, he is Jing Mo's lover? This how to say out of mouth Although he was happy to be this lover, his mom would think he was indiscreet. We're leaving. How will your mom get back? Don't worry about it. My mom rides an electric bike back. Alright then. Auntie will just go grocery shopping first and go straight to your house later. Okay. You guys pay attention to safety. Jing Mo drove the Lamborghini Sixth Element and took Fan Qingxue to the open-air food market. This place was already far away from the city center and was considered a county town. The environment of the open-air market wasn't very good, and there was a lot of foot traffic. Plus, when it was time to cook, many people came to buy food, and they couldn't even find a parking space. I'm really sorry. Our side of the house is a bit remote. There's no parking space. Fan Qingxue's expression when she spoke was a bit downcast and a bit self-conscious. It's okay. I can see that there's parking on the side of the road. If there's a ticket, I'll just pay the fine and consider it a parking fee. Jing Mo casually parked his car on the side of the road. Jing Mo, who was worth over $100 million, felt very cheap browsing this kind of stall. Half an hour later, Jing Mo and Fan Qingshui carried a lot of fresh vegetables to the car. The remote place has the advantage of being remote. Even if it is parked randomly on the side of the road, no one will care. On the contrary, there were many passersby who wanted to take pictures with the luxury car. The face value of the two people in the crowd is particularly conspicuous, as if they are not the same world. Bought some vegetables, spent more than 200 what lamb, beef, all bought a few pounds but also bought a lot of prawns. Jing Mo's favorite food is prawns. After returning home, "Mom, I'm back." Fan Qingshui's family lived in a small neighborhood not too far from the city. The house prices here weren't too luxurious, but they weren't cheap either. To be able to afford to live in such a large house in this area, the family would have to be at a well-off level. The decoration in the room was also considered exquisite, not the kind of family that was very poor. Wang Nan was wearing an apron and walked out of the kitchen at this time. "I'm back. I'm cooking soup for your sister. The hospital cafeteria's food doesn't have the right flavor. I'm afraid your sister won't have any food when she wakes up." "Jing Mo, how about a trip to the market?" "Tired? Quickly give me the vegetables you carry. Really troublesome you come all the way to a trip, still have to let you go to buy food." "It's okay, Auntie. Qingshui is my woman. This is what I should do." Although Wang Nan felt that this title was strange, she didn't take it to heart. Maybe it was the young couple flirting, and didn't say anything. "I'll make the meal for you later. Then you two will eat at home, and I'll go to the hospital to take care of your sister." "I'm not too worried about your sister being in the hospital. Mom, it's not easy for Jing Mo to come here. Can't you just finish eating before you go?" Fan Qingshui complained a bit. "It's fine, little Snow. Let Auntie go. I don't need to take care of my side. I'm not too worried about my sister being alone in the hospital. How about this, Auntie, you go directly to the hospital to take care of Xiaoxia. I'll cook at home. My handiwork is actually not bad." Wang Nan was really embarrassed after hearing this, but really wanted to go take care of her daughter. After all, she had just finished surgery and her body was still very weak. "That Xiao Mo, I'm really sorry. Look at the first time you came to our house. I was able to accompany you for dinner." Chapter 84 Kumo Come 1. "It's okay, Auntie. There'll be a chance later, go ahead." "Then I'll go first." Wang Nan is now really satisfied with this son-in-law. Although he is rich, he doesn't have any stance at all. He is really approachable. "Do you want me to send you there? It will be faster if I drive." "No need to be so polite, Xiao Mo. It's easy for me to ride my own electric bike back and forth. If you send me there, I won't even have a car to come back tomorrow." Although Fan Qingshui was just being Jing Mo's lover, she could feel that Jing Mo had feelings for her. Just to her own mother, that was nothing to write home about, always currying favor with her own mother. This was really not easy for the usually arrogant Kumo. "Then Xiao Shui, you have to take good care of Jing Mo a little. People are guests. You can't let them do the cooking." "Mom, I know, you go take care of your sister. Then I'll leave first." After saying that, he greeted Jing Mo and left downstairs. At this time, only Fan Qingshui and Jing Mo were left in the living room. "Jing Mo, what do you want to eat?" "I'll go make it with you." "Of course I want to eat you." Jing Mo put on his shoes and prepared to go downstairs to go back to school. Just took the afternoon off with Jiang Qingqing. If she didn't go back to school, she would be told off again. "Look at how hard it is for you to walk. Go to bed and get some rest. I'll go back first." Fan Qingshui holds onto the wall with red eyes. "Then I'll see you at school tomorrow." "I'm leaving. You don't even know to take the initiative to kiss me?" said Jing Mo, deliberately pretending to be a bit angry. "Don't be angry. I'll kiss you right away." Fan Qingshui stood on her tiptoes and kissed down against Jing Mo's lips. Her mouth was almost kissed today, so she had long since stopped being shy. "I'll have time to teach you a few things later." "Ah? What knowledge?" "It's posture." "Is military training hard?" "Of course it's hard. Just like skipping an afternoon of training and coming back at night with extra training." Originally, this time of day was supposed to be the time for entertainment, and Kumo was the only one standing in the corner. The whole class is sitting on the playground, chatting and farting. Although Jing Mo was standing, Yi Ruorua, the commoner school flower, was actually afraid that Jing Mo would get hot, and was holding a book on the side to fan the flames for him. In everyone's envious eyes, Yi Ruorua actually opened a bottle of Coke and fed it to Jing Mo's mouth. Ruorua mother. Yi Ruorua had come after training and changed her clothes. Yi Ruorua actually wore a bold halter white silk with a cat ear hair band on her head, and the rest of the students' eyes glazed over as they watched. Fu Mingming spoke up jealously. "Boss, drink less Coke. That stuff kills sperm." Jing Mo gulped down another big mouthful. Your brother, I'm very energetic. That stuff just doesn't run out. And he himself had dragon essence. System, I've run out of dragon essence and tiger might. When will you release another quest and give me a few more? System, for the time being, the host has to be a bit more restrained. Don't let the tycoon die suddenly halfway through the journey before he's made it. What words? System, who are you looking down on? There was no training at night, and the squads of each class gathered around to rest. I don't know who suggested that those who know talent should come up and perform, which drew everyone's approval. One girl boldly went up and played a certain sounding hot song and danced to the rubbers. That figure danced to the rhythm, attracting many boys to call out. Fu Mingming thought he would have to get down to it and inquire about the girl's chatting style first later. The girl's passionate dance set the atmosphere ablaze, and many boys started whistling to get the girl's attention. The looks aren't as good as the schoolgirl, but this body is really superb. This should be a body that has been specially worked out. Look at that waistline. After the music ended, Zhang Xianyu gasped for air, her eyes looking towards Jing Mo, who was standing in military posture on the side. The uproar from the other boys was something she didn't care about at all, because the only person she liked was Jing Mo. Zhang Xinyu's hot dance was photographed on her cell phone and posted on the forum, and many seniors were inquiring about her contact information. Zhang Xinyu has to be 1.75 meters, a head of competent short hair, white forehead is sweating beads. Now the uniform has been taken off, inside wearing a belly button liner. This girl, that class, is there any object? Don't ask. You're thinking about fart eating? Why, I'm so handsome, what if I look at me? Can't you see? This girl's eyes keep glancing to one place? Many boys followed the gaze, and it was actually a boy who was being fanned by the schoolgirl and drinking coke. Kumo, are you standing in military posture or are you just riding the cool air? The instructor couldn't stand to look at him anymore and spoke out to scold him. Jing Mo helplessly waved his hand. Don't blame me wrongly. I didn't let her fan herself or feed me, she volunteered. Yirurua is just good. Jingmo said this and hurriedly apologized in a small voice. I'm sorry. It's because I see that brother Jingmo is working too hard, so I thought of fanning him. Don't blame him. As soon as this was said, the surrounding girls all cursed in their hearts. Green tea. But how could the instructor bear to blame such a girl? Seeing that today's training is coming to an end, he also let Jing Mo not need to stand in military posture, follow the group to rest. Jing Mo happily returned to the team, leaving behind a face that does not know where to go. Yi Ruorua. Jing Mo is still a little conscious to Yi Ruorua waved his hand to let her sit over. Yi Ruorua instantly eyes light, ran like a walk over obediently sat beside the Jing Mo. The key is that Jing Mo didn't even do anything. Pure personality charm. The surrounding boys just above Zhang Xinyu's attention all shifted to the body of Jing Mo. Really jealous of the fast crazy It's true that the man he looks at really has character. Computer Class 2's Jing Mo? Do you want one from you too? QMO, who was named, pointed to his nose. How come he was about to be named to perform for a good reason? Hearing the goddesses shout, everyone's original attention shifted back to Zhang Xinyu's body, especially the girls, when they heard the word Jing Mo. Their expressions were so excited, just like fans seeing their idols. Right now in Y City University, Jing Mo was equal to the boyfriend of all the people. Mentioning Jing Mo, no matter freshmen, sophomore, junior girls, all of them can say, if I have a boyfriend like Jing Mo, even if you let me die is also willing to When it comes to Kyung Mo, it is the man who is directly associated with Lamborghini. Privately, on the school grass rankings, QMO was now number 1, and this rankings were elected according to a vote. Kyung Mo is almost a cliff. First, second, third, fourth together are not enough to Kyung Mo's 0. The Y City University school grass deserved it. The girls frantically got up and cheered for Kyung Mo, letting Kyung Mo have a Chapter 85. Not that he really would For a while on the school playground, neatly organized girls shouted, QMO come one, QMO come one. There were also boys who wanted to make a fool out of Jing Mo, who also joined in, following along and coaxing for Jing Mo to go up and perform. Fu Mingming was a bit shocked at the situation. Holy boss, when did you hook up with Zhang Xinyu? People called you by name. Jing Mo frowned at the surrounding students who were up in arms. Yi Ruorua beside her covered her mouth and snickered. Jing Mo slapped her on the thigh. You still dare to laugh at me now? You owe me a beating. Nyo Yongyu saw that the gazes of the boys looking at Kyomo were all envy and jealousy. Boss, you're really going to become the public enemy of the boys now. Yamamoto Kagoro said wistfully. Righteous father, go up and perform. You don't have much talent, do you? The three of them were talking to each other. Kumo was as if he was being roasted on a fire. But Jing Mo could really sing, and it was still a hit song from the last life. But Jing Mo wouldn't compromise so easily. Classmate Zhang Xinyu, I have to charge for singing. Why don't you treat me to a meal tonight, and I'll go up and sing a song if you agree. Hush, hush, shush. All the boys and girls around were booing Jing Mo. Zhang Xinyu whispered a few words to the girls around her. A girl with a loud voice shouted. Our Zhang Xinyu said, you have to sing well or you won't eat with you. At this time, the instructor in the class also had a stern face and advised, everyone from the other classes has performed their talents. Is our class only going to be an audience? Jing Mo, you go up and perform, so many girls shouted. You can't let the girls down. Be a man and be brave and go up. The second brother, a son gloating on the side. His own boss has an egg of talent. To say talent is more wealth than billions, but talent is really not. Boss, you really can't go up to casually shout two voices. If you can't, tell a joke to be a pure man. After saying that, the three people scowled at Jing Mo. These guys. Kumo looked at these three people. Fan appearance is a little bit gritted teeth, really scoundrels. When the boys next to him heard Kyung Mo's close friends say this, they thought that Kyung Mo must not have much talent. So they screamed even more vigorously. Jing Mo's recent popularity is really too much. The girl's heart of the male god. Why City University's schoolgrass. They really can't wait for Jing Mo to make a fool of himself. These boys really hated Jing Mo. Almost all of the freshman boys were under Jing Mo's shadow. The girls' eyes are all on Jing Mo's body, and any girl you ask who she likes will say Jing Mo. Moreover, there are only 2 school beauties in the freshman year, and all of them are showing their love to Kyung Mo. Damn, how all the good things led Kyung Mo to hit. Now there's finally a chance to make a fool out of Kyung Mo. We have to do everything we can to get him up there. Jing Mo, you mustn't let the girls get cold feet. Jing Mo, you don't have any talent. Don't be a shrinking violet, hurry up. Especially Zhou Xian, Zhang Jiwen, these originally had a problem with Jing Mo. It was a few of them who shouted the loudest. Jing Mo, I didn't think you also have today. I have taken out my cell phone ready to video. When the time comes, I will send you online to make you lose face. Kumo saw that he had to go up, so he patted his butt and got up to borrow a guitar for one of the girls in the class. RDZ was originally still gloating and was really shocked to see the scene. Not that he could really sing. Jing Mo in his last life learned the guitar for several years. Many popular songs can sing last life because the voice is not good, so cannot specialize in music. But in this life there is a system. Knowledge Spice can not only learn knowledge, but also the musical talent of others. This one is the place to go against the grain. Seeing Kyomo had a guitar out of their class squad, many girls all sat into some. Many of the boys' hearts tightened. Bad, this guy wouldn't really be able to sing. Releasing temporary mission, heavenly voice. Releasing a 10-minute experience card of divine singing tone. Ask the host to sing a popular Chinese music to conquer the natives of this world. Mission reward. 1 platinum mansion single house. As soon as the tone sounded in Jing Mo's head, he knew that he was going to be loaded. Divine singing tone, no need to think that it must be to strengthen one's voice, giving oneself the quality of a professional singer. Jing Mo walked in the middle of several squares with his guitar. Look at Xiaoyu. Jing Mo is here. Wow, he's still holding the guitar? Can he play the guitar? Really handsome, At this time, Jing Mo has already entered the state. His eyes gradually become sharp. At this time Jing Mo took off the hat. Sitting cross-legged on the ground, body straight, slightly closed his eyes. The mind was full of bits and pieces of his last life. Although this world is almost exactly the same as the last life, but after all, it is not home, some homesick. This state of Jing Mo's is really handsome, not only girls, even the boys, although they say they are jealous and abusive, but never one of them can say that Jing Mo can't do it in terms of face value. Yiruruo and Jiang Kai-mu, who was in the corner, both looked at Kyung Mo. Kumo, can you still play the guitar? This man is really outstanding. In his last life, Jing Mo's character was flamboyant and hot-blooded, because of which he caused himself to have a lot of enemies. That's why since he was reborn he had always told himself to be humble and to keep a low profile. In his last life, Jing Mo loved frenetic rock music, or DJs that made people exuberant. He has always believed that youth should be flamboyant and bold, just like the sun, which is the most dazzling at midday, and slowly becomes astringent after midday. Jing Mo task at this age is like the sun at noon. This time is not a little more open. What young people? Along with entering the state, Jing Mo can no longer be suppressed. Let's get high tonight, okay? Kumo shouted, his fingers flying over the guitar strings. A burst of fast-paced music lifted the spirits of all the surrounding students. That year the wind blew through the begonias your gaze. The fervor was equal to the light of the sky, calling me back to look at you. The young man in front of me carries a piece of spring light. I've never thought how unpredictable the world is. Jing Mo drove the atmosphere of the room, which was a fine chaff that they, the mountain pigs of the other world, had not eaten. What on earth was this song, and why hadn't they heard it before? Why was Kumo's voice so magnetic? Dez's jaw almost dropped to the ground. The boss could sing? The girls around them all stared at Jing Mo dead in the face. This music is really too emotional. This music plus Jing Mo's singing voice really makes people's heart pound, and this lyrics are simply. Many people have turned on the flashlight of the cell phone, holding it in their hands and slowly shaking it left and right, just like the ambient light of the concert. Chapter 86, A Pillowful Dream. Zhang Xian, you had never felt such a thrilling feeling of adrenaline spiking. Her entire body cells were active, and her entire being was all indulged. She looked at that man, worthy of being the man she looked at. She just knows how to play. A pillow of yellow sorghum dream is too long. Look up at this moonlight. When the past surfaces, it's like a few dreams. Love and hate are in the air, and there's no looking back. I'll go with you. Accompanied by a dynamic melody, a bouncy song from The Last Life rocked the opening. At this moment, Jing Mo was even more like a tiger with wings, and his heavenly voice, after being enhanced by the system, seemed to bring people into a dreamy music world. His penetrating voice was like a sword piercing the night sky. His penetrating voice was like a sword piercing through the night sky. Every lyric was like a burning flame, instantly igniting the atmosphere of the whole scene. The surrounding students marveled. What kind of song is this? It's so beautiful. It's so combustible. Such a feeling simply makes people get high. The crowd began to boil up. Some couldn't help but follow the rhythm of the music and jump, while others cheered and shouted to their heart's content. Those little fangirls, on the other hand, were completely immersed in Jing Mo's handsome and charming style. At this time, standing in the center of the parade, Jing Mo became the focus of the whole scene. The dazzling moonlight reflected on his well-defined side face, exuding a mesmerizing charm. Countless pairs of eyes were staring at him, as if they wanted to deeply imprint him in their hearts. This night was destined to belong to Jing Mo, to his stirring voice. After the song was finished, the singing suddenly stopped sharply, and the atmosphere around them turned silent. Everyone hadn't come out from the song that Kumo had brought. After a long time, everyone was applauding in unison. Fu Mingming said in shock, "Holy, it's not that he really deserves to die, he can really sing." Niu Yongyu let out a bitter smile. "I feel like he's omnipotent now." Wow. All the boys in the computer department shouted, "Jing Xiao is awesome. I'm convinced. What's this song called? Why haven't I heard it before? I just searched the lyrics online, and I couldn't find it online at all." "Jing Mo, what is this song called?" the loud girl beside Zhang Xinyu asked. "This song is called Evening Night Weak Rain Asking for Begonia." Zhang Xianyu continued to drag the girl beside her to ask. "We didn't find it on the internet. Did you originate it yourself?" Jing Mo thought about it and cheekily replied, "It's my original. As long as there were no other travelers in this world, it would be impossible to dismantle himself." The song was Kumo's original? This was to block the path of all the boys. Handsome, rich, and now you can write songs. Not only can you write, but you can also sing. Were you born to pick up girls? You know all the tricks of the trade. Hearing Jing Mo say that this song was actually Jing Mo's original, the girls' eyes were full of light, and they liked Jing Mo even more. What do girls love most? Of course it's romance. A boy who could sing would have to be so romantic. "Mom, I'm in love. Kumo's national boyfriend. If only Kyung Mo could sing exclusively for me. It's over. Since I've seen such a stunning boy like Kyung Mo, how do you expect me to find a mediocre boyfriend in the future? What's that saying? When you're young you'll end up being trapped by the unobtainable for the rest of your life." The voices of the surrounding girls talking were heard by many of the boys, and their hearts became even more upset. Letting this guy act up again. I should have known that I shouldn't have let him go up, whose wind can overshadow him now. But looking at the star-studded Jing Mo, they felt a sense of powerlessness again. This pussy of his is really too good. it is estimated that they will not be able to chase his back in this lifetime. Zhang Jiwen looked at Yi Ruoruo, whose eyes were full of Jing Mo. How does that saying go? What do you compare with me? Now this sentence also have to ask yourself. What do you compare with Jing Mo? Handsomer than himself, richer than himself, and now will also sing this than a chicken neck. Jing Mo is simply crushing himself in all aspects. Yi Ruoruo look at Jing Mo's eyes are all worship. The good feeling of Jing Mo now is to let her be Jing Mo's lover. She probably have to be happy to agree. Dismissed. Some of their own for good-looking girls went up to Kyung Mo to ask for VX. Do not care about the side of the little follower Yi Ruoruo. Jing Mo all refused, around the girl has enough, and besides the dragon essence and tiger are gone. Before the system does not release the mission that can reward the dragon essence and tiger, it is impossible for oneself to know new girls. Jing Mo took his second brother and sister and walked the pace of 6 relatives. The pace of the 6 relatives was mainly Ushi Yongyu, Fu Mingming, and Yamamoto. These 3 are like bullies at school with Kyomo as their boss over them. Mainly from the beginning of the school year until now has never been defeated. Even the head of the academic affairs office got a beating, and now they all walk around when they see them. Who else dares to mess with them? Jing Mo sent Yi Ruoruo to her dormitory on the way. This girl every day like a maid to his tea and water. She also looks at herself all day long with silly joy. Jing Mo wanted to drive her away, but she kept saying that she wanted to repay her favor. Because of this, Kyomo had Yamamoto Kagoro beat up Ushi Yongyu. Ushi Yongyu is also aggrieved. Since Kyomo smashed his dad's Maybach, he only dares to go home when his dad is not at home. Although he transferred the money to his father, but his father to see the situation is not very relieved. And now there is a belt hanging in front of the house. Jing Mo met Zhang Xianyu downstairs in the girls' dormitory. The two stood face to face, just like the hero and heroine of an idol drama. The second brother and son looked at each other. Big brother, I'll go get the delivery, you guys chat first, haha. Righteous father is really powerful, This is to wrap up all the good-looking girls in the school, Big brother pay attention to a little body, Zhang Xinyu stood under the dim streetlight. At this time she will be outside the camouflage jacket to take off in the hand, revealing a slim little waist. Even the wide camouflage pants could not hide her hot body. Today's song is really good. Have a chance to go out for a drink with me, In the face of the girls' date, Kumo directly wanted to refuse the temporary mission. Come all the way 3. Ask the host to go to a bar with Zhang Xianyu and sing a love song for Zhang Xianyu in the bar. Mission reward, Dragon Essence Durex X2, a building of the New Technology Institute. Penalty for failure, constipation. Jing Mo was shocked, finally. What the heck, New Technology Institute, Although this thing sounded high-end. But it still has to be Dragon Essence Durex, Now that this thing has run out by itself, it is really urgently needed, Good. When are we going? Jing Mo directly agreed to Zhang Xianyu's request. Zhang Xinyu was a little surprised to see that Jing Mo had agreed. The little girl was also bold on the surface. Then I'll go up and clean up. Wait for an hour. Is it okay if you wait for me downstairs in the dormitory? Chapter 87. Good behavior. Boss, why are you back so early? The second younger brother returned to the dormitory to find that Jing Mo had returned to the dormitory one step ahead of them. Didn't you guys go back to the dormitory before me? Why are you only back now? Fu Mingming said he picked up a delivery and asked us to accompany him. Nyo Yongyu returned to the dormitory and took off his shoes and lay down on the bed. Your feet stink to death after training all day. Go wash your feet. Yamamoto Kagoro came over to Fu Mingming's side. What's this you bought? Packaged so well? Just bought a watch. A watch? What brand? Fu Mingming opened the package. Omega. Not very expensive. More than 30,000. Fu Mingming started Versailles. Nyo Yongyu hurriedly demolished the stage when he heard. Is it true? Don't be in is a high imitation bought on WeChat public number. Fu Mingming heard the face did not look good, hurriedly argued. I am in the official online buy. To show you the purchase record. Nyo Yongyu skimmed his mouth. You can't do this, watch. Let me show you mine. Saying that, he took out a watch in the drawer. Casually threw it to Fu Mingming. This is a Longines. I bought it when more than 70,000. Usually do not wear it much, you said earlier to give it to you. Yamamoto was happy to hear. Fruity second uncle? Nyo Yongyu glanced at Yamamoto Kagoro. Come on, give it to you. Yamamoto Kagoro took it over and put it on his hand as if he had found a treasure. Fu Mingming bought the watch in the beginning to pretend to be a bully, but in the dormitory he couldn't pretend to be a bully at all. Not to mention Jing Mo, even in front of Nyo Yongyu cannot pretend. His family also drove a Maybach. He is not interested in pretending with Yamamoto. This guy's family has no money, but he knows people in the army. Now money is useless or you have to have power. Righteous father, what kind of watch are you wearing? Yamamoto Kagoro suddenly noticed that Kyomo also had a watch on his wrist. If it wasn't for the fact that Fu Mingming had also bought a watch, he wouldn't have noticed. Kyomo casually glanced at his watch. You said this Rolex. He was looking at his cell phone when he uttered this, and it was obvious that his tone was perfunctory. Yamamoto Kagoro sucked in a breath of cool air. Even if he himself was even more earthy and old-fashioned, he still knew about Rolex. To say what brand of watch is the most famous, what Vacheron Constantin, what Patek Philippe, are not as well known as Rolex. Buy a watch is to pretend you buy what Vacheron Constantin, what Patek Philippe, although expensive, but people do not recognize what use. Rolex, although said very dirt, but once heard it is very expensive and they don't doubt for a second that the watch Jing Mo is wearing is fake. Because of Jing Mo's worth, there was no pressure at all to buy a Rolex. Even if Jing Mo was wearing a fake, then others would think it was real. Fu Mingming knew about watches, although he said he couldn't afford it, but he also knew the price of this watch. This watch worn by Jing Mo can be described as golden, is the kind of vulgar to can no longer vulgar appearance, let a person look at is a thug. But the price of this watch is not cheap selling price more than 4 million it. At this time he really regret by what table roommate a 70,000 table simply do not care to wear more than 4 million table. Really outrageous. Boss, can you show me your watch? Fu Mingming cheekily stuck up. Jing Mo looked at the cell phone without looking away, casually took off the watch then threw it to Fu Mingming. Fu Mingming was scared to death. This more than $4 million of things said lost just busy hands to catch in the hand after the forehead are scared out of sweat. Look at Jing Mo more than 4 million meters and then look at their own. Really shabby Boss, your watch let me wear 2 days cannot? Jing Mo said casually. Okay, you can wear it as you like. Righteous father, I'll wear it for 2.5 days too. Yamamoto felt that the $70,000 Longines was a piece of trash. You two just take turns carrying it. Kyomo said helplessly. The two of them, Yamamoto Kagoro and Fu Mingming, began to fight over who would wear it first. But with Yamamoto's force, he grabbed the right to wear it first. But Fu Mingming had to take a few pictures and send them to the freshman group first. Jing Mo's side told Nyo Yongyu, who was preparing to take a shower later, and he did it first. Boss, you're not still planning to go out tonight, are you? Nyo Yongyu saw that something was wrong, opened his mouth and asked. Jing Mo didn't hide it, telling Nyo Yongyu to go to the bar later and probably not come back. Nyo Yongyu really admired Jing Mo. Since the beginning of the school year, he hasn't slept in the dormitory for a day. Every day outside the night does not return home. The main boss this body really hard military training one night can still go to the bar high really powerful. The main thing is that tomorrow we still have military training. This iron body cannot stand His body is now like almost falling apart, his back hurts. Jing Mo said he went to the bathroom to take a shower, and after the shower, let Fu Mingming sort out his hair, put on the clothes he bought last time, and this outfit, just like going on stage to receive an award. Jing Mo cleaned up a bit and took the Rolls-Royce car keys downstairs. Military training one day cannot drive a Lamborghini again, the body cannot stand. When Kyung Mo went out, Fu Mingming and Yamamoto were shocked and dumbfounded. All of them said that Jing Mo was awesome. Even Yamamoto said that when he practiced martial arts, it was not as grueling as Kyung Mo. Jing Mo came downstairs to the girls' floor and squatted in the corner of the flower bed, while waiting for Zhang Xianyu and playing with his cell phone. Kyung Mo, my sister woke up. The doctor said she still needs to stay in the hospital for a few days. I took leave from my counselor to take turns with my mom to take care of her in the hospital. You can't do anything bad during my absence. Fan Qingxue messaged over the cell phone. Jing Mo thought about what bad things he could do as a good young man. What a time to obey the law. Jing Mo, I can't do bad things. When are you coming back? Fan Qingxue. Humph. You better be. Fan Qingxue. What's wrong? Asking me when I'm coming back, do you miss me? Jing Mo. No, but I realized you look like a word. Fan Qingxue. What word? Jing Mo, north. Fan Qingxue was puzzled and sent a message asking, I'm north, then what are you, you're south? Jing Mo. No, I'm Qian. Fan Qingxue was even more puzzled. What do you mean? Jing Mo, good boy. Fan Qingxue. After chatting over here, QMO pulls up another chat box. What's going on? Fong Muyun. These 2 days not just bought the store, but the other party has been dragging their feet not signing a contract with me. Jing Mo. Waiting for me to go tomorrow to help you talk about it. A store until now cannot disk down. Fong Muyun. Do you think I'm too stupid, ah? Jing Mo. How could it be you're smart? Jing Mo. By the way, today encountered a thing, has been in the bullseye, but now I do not want to drill the bullseye. Fong Muyun said doubtfully. What do you want to drill if you don't drill the bullseye? Jing Mo. Drill your arms. This kind of earthy love language, if it was another boy to her, really did not feel anything at all. But from Kyung Mo's mouth really feel very cute pinch. Chapter 88. Women's Safety. After Kyung Mo and Fong Muyun agreed to meet tomorrow, they ended their chat. Fong Muyun is a woman who recognizes her own position very clearly. She knew that she was a lover in Jing Mo's eyes. Since she is a lover, she should have the position of a lover. If Jing Mo doesn't look for himself, he definitely won't make trouble with Jing Mo. If Jing Mo comes to find himself, he will definitely serve him comfortably. To say that their feelings for Jing Mo is what say it is like that is certainly there, because when a person also hope that Jing Mo can come to find their own chat. But to say that love words that really not to, because he will never in Kyomo body to find security. Even if Kyomo didn't want her one day, she wouldn't be surprised. She just wants to open a flower store, plant flowers alone, and raise a kitten to keep her company. If possible, give the flowers to Kyomo. Bei Xine Yao's side is a bit more clingy. Since that kiss before, Bei Xine Yao can't get enough of Jing Mo. Almost 10 minutes to send a message, nothing to ask Jing Mo what he is doing. Jing Mo has patiently replied to all of them. He also told Bei Xinyao that after the military training, do you want to go with yourself to play racing? The company's main goal is to provide the best possible service to its customers, and the company's goal is to provide the best possible service to its customers. And the company's goal is to provide the best possible service to its customers. And the company's goal is to provide the best possible service to its customers. Jing Mo's singing was considered a small fire on the internet. Traffic spreads quickly in this era, plus Jing Mo is just too distinctive, and many of the accounts that posted videos of Jing Mo's singing gained a lot of traffic. Now not only the Y City University, but even many netizens were mesmerized by Jing Mo. Just like that, Jing Mo was squatting next to the flowers next to the girls' dormitory playing with his cell phone. Hey, what are you doing? Squatting here, are you trying to take pictures of the girls' dormitory? Kyomo looked up and saw a girl who was about 150 in size and weight pointing at her. The girl was shocked to see Kyomo's face. So handsome and still a camera thief. You're a boy squatting here looking around with a cell phone in the middle of the night. You must be secretly filming me. You wait. I'm going to film you and send it to the forum to make you social death. It's not good to do what you do, but actually do such an obscene thing. Jing Mo pointed at his face with a confused face and said, This square lady, are you talking to me? The girl was furious to see Kyomo actually call herself Miss Square. How do you talk? I'm just a bit slightly chubby. Boys like my type. What do you mean Miss Square? Jing Mo looked the female up and down for a few moments. That short stature, bucket waist, thighs thicker than his own. Big round face with pimples all over it. This appearance simply does not dare to let Kyung Mo compliments. What are you looking at? Look at you, which look like you have never seen a beautiful woman, said this square-bodied lady, also covered her face to prevent Kyung Mo from looking. I didn't sneak a peek at you. I'm just waiting for someone here. I've seen it, and you're still sophomoric. Open your cell phone album and let me see. Miss Square came up and tried to grab Kyung Mo's phone. Jing Mo dodged the boar rush with a dodge. Miss Square body became even more annoyed, and her voice grew louder when she saw that Jing Mo was actually resisting. What are you hiding for? Is there something unseen in your cell phone? Who am I to show you my cell phone? Jing Mo was also a bit displeased. By what right? Nowadays, women don't even have the right to validate their suspicions when they go out. Stealing a picture of me in a situation unknown to me is illegal, you know? You're invading my privacy. The girl's voice quickly drew the attention of the surrounding girls. Hearing that it was actually a boy who was secretly taking pictures underneath the women's dormitory, all of the atmosphere started to help Ms. Ortho speak up. Ms. Square Body see someone to help their own, that is even more condescending. What's wrong with you being a big man and cooperating? I now suspect that you secretly take my photos. Not only do I have to check your cell phone and now what pinhole camera, I also have to search your body. Kyomo directly opened his phone's photo album, then held it up in front of Miss Square. See, my cell phone doesn't have any pictures of you at all. Ms. Cube was still unforgiving. Nowadays, cell phone programs are so developed, who knows if there is any hidden space? Jing Mo asked in a cold voice, "What do you want?" Ms. Squarebody looked Kyung Mo up and down and realized that Kyung Mo was really handsome. "I see that you're not bad looking. You must just like me now that you've taken my picture. I'll condescend to let you be my boyfriend and this will be settled." Jing Mo looked at the arm thicker than a pig's elbow just holding his chest. Cold sweat came down. Growing up so big, for the first time he felt what is called fear. "What? You don't want to? Do you know how many men are after me? Magic City's Shanghai young man, the capital's capital master have chased me. Give you a chance is to give you face, if not to see that you look okay, otherwise would have called the police to arrest you." There are more and more girls surrounding the onlookers. Many people were whispering in this direction. Since Jing Mo was standing on the edge of the flower bed, there wasn't a light shining around him. Many girls didn't see that it was Kumo. There really are all kinds of people nowadays. There's actually one who goes under the girls' dormitory to secretly take pictures. This has to be reported to the police to arrest him. Otherwise, how dangerous it is for us girls in case of an animalistic outburst one day. The school authority really recruits everyone and doesn't care about women's safety. Fortunately caught, otherwise may not do what. You'll be with me in the future. I can still watch you a bit. Be honest in the future, so as not to go around stealing chickens and dogs. Let me say this first, in the future you have to give me all your living expenses, and I have to go to the F-Country restaurant every week to eat a luxurious meal. You can't hold my hand until we've been talking for a year or more, or I'll sue you for molestation. I also have a male best friend. You must bring us both breakfast every morning. Miss Square blah 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 blah. QMO spoke up. Enough said? Get off to the side while I still have patience. QMO was really getting angry. The good mood he had just been in had all been lost to this thing. You still dare to be mean to me? Believe it or not, I'll call the police right away and have you jailed. You've been staring at my skirt since just now. It's true that men are all animals that think with their lower bodies. Some girls around started to tell Ms. Square to just call the police after hearing this. Call the police. This kind of person is really dangerous at school. Come on. Let me see what this man looks like. I'll have to avoid him when I see him in the future. Some girls came up to see what Jing Mo looked like. The few girls who were originally prepared to swear positively instantly froze when they saw Kumo. Then they rubbed their eyes and tried to look at this person. Why does this person look so much like the school grass? They then took a look at the square-shaped lady with a face full of disgusting pimples who had been cursing at the school bully. Even if they were both girls at this time, they were too embarrassed to stand up for this square lady. Chapter 89. Taking Zhang Xinyu to the bar to get high. There are many times when a girl, even if she is a little bit ugly, has a handsome boyfriend by her side. The girl will feel that it is the boy who has climbed up the ladder. But this boy was the dream of all the girls in Y City University. Jing Mo walked out of the shadow place. More girls all saw Jing Mo. Just like the first girl to see Jing Mo. Just now the mouth has been chattering. See Jing Mo the moment directly shut up. The moment she saw Kumo, she shut up. Her face had a dumbfounded expression. Because as long as one was a normal girl, whose three views weren't particularly explosive, they could all understand that this square-shaped lady was just touching. They'd believe you when you say that other boys would be stealing photos, but you're saying that Kumo is stealing photos? Does he need to go through all the trouble of stealing photos? As long as he wanted to, countless girls would want to take the initiative to show Kumo their pictures. Besides, Jing Mo is surrounded by which is not a top beauty. This girl's looks. It's a bit hard to explain. Everyone judge This boy secretly photographed me, and now he actually dares to yell at me. Just then a girl at the back of the crowd of onlookers shouted angrily, "Shut up you!" The crowd dispersed and Zhang Xianyu walked out from the back of the crowd. Zhang Xianyu had a twisted braid today, wearing a halter short sleeve, the lower half of the hot pants, that hot body exposed in the air. If a guy were to take a look at it, his blood would definitely spurt. Seeing that there was actually someone else who wanted to intervene in this matter, Ms. Square looked at Zhang Xianyu with her eyes. "And who are you? What does this matter have to do with you?" Zhang Xinyu looked Ms. Ortho-style up and down, then said with a disgusted expression, "Girls like you really disgrace us women. Not a bit of self-awareness. How dare you touch the school marm?" Ms. Square's eyes just lit up after she heard about the school grass. Because she had heard that there was a school grass in the freshman who was particularly rich, If the school grass could be her boyfriend, then she would have someone to pay back the luxuries she had borrowed to buy. What do you mean by touching Even the school grass is still a boy, right? It's not just a little bit more handsome than the other boys. It's all the same colorful. How can you guarantee that he didn't have his heart set on me? Miss Square was especially confident when she said this, and the girls around her covered their mouths and snickered. This woman was so ugly and confident. They didn't even dare to think that Jing Mo had thoughts about them, and with this looks, they really dared to think about it as well. Zhang Exine, you gave this woman a blank look. You tell me where the schoolmaster can look at you? Look at your bucket waist or elephant legs, or the exposed and protruding bones. Long as if you've been crushed by a truck on the road, how can you have the nerve to say that he'll take a sneak peek at you? Miss Square said furiously, who are you to talk about me? How am I a bucket waist or elephant legs? Can't you see that my figure is only slightly chubby? Zhang Xin, you continued to sneer. You also only know a slightly fat. Your height is not even 160, but you definitely weigh 160. On your weight, the original scheduled to jump a little estimate Y City have to earthquake. There are also onlookers around the boys. After hearing this, they laughed their heads off. Jing Mo marveled. It also has to be a martial arts general who has attack power. You think I'm like you, dressed as flirtatious as a prostitute. I'm beautiful in spirit. Zhang Xinyu felt like she was sickened and vomited. I really want to slap your face. But looking at your face of pimples, I guess my hands are full of grease from your face. You have a face like a pig's head. It's too dirty for my hands to hit you. There was once again a burst of laughter from the surroundings. Jing Mo at this time opened his mouth. On your looks, I usually will not even look at a glance. How do you have the nerve to say I will secretly shoot you? Said in order to prove the words directly forward to seize Zhang Xinyu's waist. Zhang Xinyu's delicate body violently trembled. How Jing Mo did not greet and swept himself up. You guys, wait for me to go back and expose you guys online, said Miss Squared, turned around and ran back to the dormitory. All right, the hilarity is over. Disperse. Zhang Xin shouted to the surrounding onlookers. The surrounding people were also seeing such an abstract girl for the first time. They were also eating their fill of melon. This matter must be posted in the school forum. It would definitely be very hot. I'm sorry, for making you wait for me over here and getting into such a big trouble. Zhang Xin opened her mouth to apologize. Jing Mo said indifferently, it's fine. There's no way to meet this kind of unenlightened. Then let's go and drink? Okay. It's not early, let's walk. Jing Mo arrived at the bar just after 11 o'clock at night. The bar entrance is filled with groups of beautiful women. The males inside and outside hated their eyes. Jing Mo drove the Rolls-Royce through the busy streets, which also attracted a lot of onlookers. QMO parked the car at the entrance of the bar and then stepped down from the car. The moment Jing Mo stepped down from the car, all the gazes of the surrounding people gathered here. Who is this, so handsome? Damn. This guy is so handsome and rich. Do you still want us ordinary people to live? Handsome long and also young is my favorite one. After Jing Mo and Zhang Xin walked into the bar, a manager came forward to entertain them. Jing Mo's arrival was simply a free advertisement for the bar. Because Jing Mo was so handsome, many girls were attracted to him. The manager wanted to bring Jing Mo and Zhang Xin to the back box. Because he was a bit scared, all the guests here were women. Originally he had hoped that the more women that came, the better, because only then would other men come here to spend money, but it was bad when it was all women. Men couldn't even squeeze in. But Jing Mo was reluctant. Coming to the bar was not to feel the atmosphere of the scene and see so many girls, so what was the point of coming? No, I just came to pop in for a drink. I'll leave later. The manager saw that Jing Mo was unwilling and stopped persuading him, telling him to call him if there was anything, and then stuffed Jing Mo with a black card for the bar and left. Jing Mo threw the black card aside casually. He is now so rich, still need any discount? Zhang Xinyu covered her mouth and laughed softly. Jing Mo is less soft and more wild and bold than the rumors. It is true that in the eyes of the lover out of the West, ordinary people see Jing Mo like this can only say that there is money to burn. Jing Mo to the bar, there is actually no young lady to him accosted, which makes him very surprised. He is so handsome and so much gold. There should be a lot of sister to come up to ask for a drink. The bar time came to 12 o'clock, the most traffic time. A lot of netizens also come to support the scene. The male is to open a live broadcast to rub the traffic. Female netizens is to catch a golden son-in-law and wrongdoer. Chapter 90. Getting into trouble again. What a day today, I'm a singer's champion also came. Nasya, can you sing a song here today? I'm your fan. Sing a song. Sing a song. Fan Tao is currently the most famous Netroots individual singer, with famous works such as Euphemism, How About You, Forgetting, and so on. Later participated in the national nature of the singing selection program. I Am the Singer rely on a By Drunk, a hit, directly fire throughout the north and south of the Yangtze River. Fan Tao smiled and greeted his fans, and even chatted with some of them. Many of Fan Tao's fans cheered for Fan Tao to sing one of his famous songs on the stage of the bar. It is important to know that Fan Tao has millions of fans on the soundtrack, and the opportunity to appear in front of the public does not come along very often. Jing Mo also noticed the commotion over here. Zhang Xinyu by his side also looked in the direction of the door. The manager of the bar once again appeared to entertain the netizen who had just arrived. What? Do you recognize this netizen? Zhang Xinyu nodded and said, Fan Tao is the hottest singer on the short video platform currently, with more than 10 million fans. I didn't expect that he would even come to Rinka Bar today. Jing Mo took the cocktail he had just made from the bartender and gently sipped it, then looked meaningfully at Fan Tao. You mean normally this bar doesn't have such a big shot coming in? Zhang Xianyu nodded. Of course not, usually those who come are some college students around. Even the rich second generation won't come to this kind of place, let alone this kind of big shot with millions of fans. Jing Mo felt that it wasn't a coincidence, plus the task that the system released to him today was for him to sing a song in the bar. In the eyes of outsiders himself singing in front of this 10 million internet celebrity, wouldn't that be a class act? It was possible that it was because he came today that this Fan Tao came. As expected. Fan Tao only think they are very elegant, pace steady, very confident up to a cost. This lady, can you please have a drink? Zhang Xinyu smiled and said, the original big singer hit on the same way as ordinary people are? Fan Tao smiled graciously. Where's the big singer? And ordinary people just know how to sing some songs. Zhang Xinyu sneered. You're still quite modest, but I still like a little narcissism. Fan Tao didn't give up lightly. He didn't believe that any woman could resist the advances of a boy who could sing. Then I'll sing a song for you. Zhang Xianyu just wanted to refuse, but the corners of her mouth rose in a bad smile. I don't want to hear you sing. I want to hear him sing. The surrounding onlookers had long followed Fan Tao's gaze. When Fan Tao took the initiative to hit on that beauty, countless girls around them were up in arms. Straight call, really good romantic ah. When that Fan Tao face said to dedicate a song to win the heart of the beauty, how many women looked at Zhang Xinyu with envy. And many sensitive people know that tomorrow this news will definitely be on the hot search. Fan Tao had offered a song to a mysterious lady. Was he going to publicly vocalize his pursuit? Many of the girls' onlookers saw Zhang Xianyu actually reject Fan Tao and turn to point at the good-looking guy beside her wanting to hear him sing. So the girls were puzzled. Who was this boy? Taking him could be compared to the 10 million fans of Netflix's song? Although the boy was very handsome, but he, Fan Tao, was a singer with 10 million fans. Jing Mo knew that, in the end, this point of conflict was still pointing to himself. When he saw Zhang Xinyu in front of that Fan Tao said by name that he wanted to hear him sing, he knew that the trouble had come. Fan Tao expression is also not good. He stiffly smiled. Since the beautiful woman does not want to hear me sing, then this song is also dedicated to my fans. Saying that, he also glanced meaningfully at Jing Mo. He was confident that his singing here would definitely ignite the entire audience, and would even be on the hot search tomorrow, and this time Jing Mo would be embarrassed if he sang or not. Fan Tao actually heart a little bit upset, even if he rejected himself, but also take a white boy compared to himself. He is a 10 million fans level of net red singer. This is frankly questioning his singing ability. I thought that relying on their own identity, the other party should be very excited to come back to kneeling himself, not to say kneeling it, at least a few compliments it. But now what do you mean, take their own singing and that white boy then? He is also worthy. Fan Tao most hate white boy because in his youth his favorite girl with a good-looking white boy together. Because of this he wrote the first sad song in his life. After release to the internet after the favorable reviews, Fan Tao also took the opportunity to be signed by a music studio, and then all the way to the present position. At a class reunion, he also ruthlessly humiliated his favorite girl and the white boy around him. Since then, the thing that I loathe the most is those handsome boys. In this way, he very much despised and even loathed people in their own time to chase women, which is their own woman actually said that they do not want to listen to their own singing, want to listen to the other side of the song. This is for the high and mighty. He said that he would like to listen to the other side. This is a naked provocation for him who is proud. Jing Mo did not know that he has been in the mind of Fan Tao is actually this way, and the other side has also taken himself as an enemy. Fan Tao disdainfully glanced at Jing Mo. His eyes were thick with the meaning of provocation. He was like a monarch, stepping towards the bar stage with a steady pace. Holy holy! Fan Tao is going to sing. I'm crazy. This trip wasn't in vain. Many of his fans around him were in a frenzy. To know Fan Tao tour tickets that money cannot be grabbed, the result is now able to listen to him sing so close. Many netizens had already opened their live broadcasts. Fan Tao was confident and determined on the stage, and he graciously took the microphone given to him by the female DJ, then looked deeply in the direction of Zhang Xinyu and Jingma. I originally wanted to dedicate this song to that beautiful woman, but that young lady should feel that my singing skills are not as good as the male companion beside her, and didn't want to listen to the song I sang, and wanted to listen to the song sung by the male companion she brought with her. So I'm going to dedicate the song I'm going to sing next to the fans in the audience. Fan Tao's words were spoken through the microphone in his hand, and everyone present heard them. Many girls looked towards Jing Mo and Zhang Xinyu, but when they saw Jing Mo their eyes were full of amazement. The male audience under the stage went crazy, first laughing in Jing Mo's direction, then they started jumping and shouting, Fan Xiao, Fan Xiao, Fan Xiao, as if the scene was full of Fan Tao's fans. Jing Mo sighed that he should have known not to come, and got into trouble again. Zhang Xinyu was very angry and looked at Fan Tao on stage. Wasn't it obvious that he was bullying them? Jing Mo, you go up and compete with him too. Punch him in the face. Chapter 91. Learning to bark like a dog when you lose. Jing Mo took 2 steps forward and locked eyes with Fan Tao, who was on the stage. Can't you understand human language? She said she doesn't want to hear you sing. You don't know the sky and the earth just because you have a bit of singing ability. You really think you're so great. What, you think I can't sing as well as you? If you can, let's compete. If you can't sing as well as me, then get down here and learn a dog's bark for me, but if I can't sing as well as you, I'm sorry, I'll learn 10. Jing Mo's domineering remarks drew many sideways glances. Who is this person? Not sure, but he really doesn't know the heights of heaven. Fan Xiao, quickly oblige this guy. I want to see him learn to bark later. This kind of arrogant guy should be taught a good lesson. Fan Tao sneered and stood on the stage looking down at Jing Mo. There were still challengers who wanted to challenge themselves now. What courage. I accept your challenge. How about this? Don't say I'm bullying you. You pick any song from today's popular tunes, then we sing the same song. And if you sing it better than me, then I won't just lie down here and learn to bark like a dog. I'll also quit the singing world from now on and never sing again. Everyone in the audience went crazy, especially Fan Tao's fans. No way, Fan Xiao. It's not worth it to gamble your future for such a person. Jing Mo shook his head and said, I don't need you to let me either. You sing your hit song. I sing a song I wrote myself. Let's compete head to head. The whole audience was in an uproar. What? This kid said he wrote the song? How is that possible? This little white boy went head to head with Nasha Harda. Really brave, ah. This is too fierce. He didn't leave himself any room for maneuver. The audience under the stage couldn't believe their ears. Fan Tao heard, also a little stunned. He felt that this kid is really interesting, but also learn others to take the high-end route. Give him the opportunity not to use Zhang Xinyu went forward and pulled Jing Mo's arm. Her expression a little nervous. She couldn't imagine that she would play so big because of herself. To know the other side is a singer of 10 million fans, not to mention other singing skills must be very good, and in a program to get the champion. Jing Mo singing, although good, but she is still worried that Jing Mo will lose. If because of their own loss, Jing Mo will be in front of many people to lose face. Not to mention the fact that the other party was a 10 million fan traffic. Posting this matter online, it was estimated that Jing Mo would have to be internet exploded. Jing Mo gently patted Zhang Xinyu's slightly trembling hand and threw her a reassuring look. But how could Zhang Xinyu really put her heart down? If Jing Mo lost, then from today onwards, the matter of Jing Mo learning to bark would become a stain that he would never be able to erase in his entire life. Thinking of this, Zhang Xinyu felt very uncomfortable in her heart, because she really couldn't bear to watch Jing Mo suffer such a great humiliation. Seeing this scene, Fan Tao felt that he had stabilized himself, so he became even more aggressive. Kid, it's not too late for you to regret now. Give you the chance to admit your fault to me, and I will forgive you. What fault do I admit to you? You just wait to learn how to bark at a dog. Fan Tao saw that Jing Mo actually didn't know any better, so he wouldn't show any more mercy himself. Don't you regret it? I've seen a lot of fresh meat like you who think you're special just because you're handsome in the entertainment industry. Wastes without a bit of real skill. Fan Tao crouched at the edge of the stage, his face only a stone's throw away from Jing Mo's. The voice that spoke could only be heard by the two. It was not good for a public figure like him to say these words in front of the public because he had to establish a persona. Fan Tao stood up with a change in expression. The look on his face changed to a gentle one and smiled at the audience on stage. As the accompaniment rose, the million-level sound quality was indeed very good. Then we start. Where are you? I'll never see you again with you. Is that you? We meet again. The fans on stage sang along. This is Fan Tao's famous song. That little white boy has no chance of winning. He's rubbing it in his own face. It's called making a fool of himself. It's thanks to him. Otherwise, how could I hear such good music? Yes, Still in the scene, it's like taking advantage of a great bargain. While the scene was so high, Jing Mo felt more and more puzzled. Just this? The more you listen to this song, the more difficult it is to listen to the lyrics are earthy. Not just this is still famous song. Just this can still attract 10 million fans, this is not a joke, right? Fan Tao also danced on the stage. All the listeners are bobbing their heads and enjoying the look. Anyway, after this life, Zhou Dong and Deng Ziqi's brainwashing, and then listen to Fan Tao sings all do not know what the stuff. Fan Tao saw the odd-faced Jing Mo on the stage, but also provocatively pointed toward him. The song was also sung at the climax at this time. I am with you. We will never part again. We are with you. No more separation. Fan Tao even went a little high-pitched, but this high-pitched voice was also too bad. But the audience on stage, the audience in the broadcasting room, all applauded in unison, all said it was too good. Jing Mo is about to cry to death, this is still good to listen to it, good to listen to the ega. At this moment, the system's voice rang out in Jing Mo's head. Detected that the host is facing a challenge. In order to help the host cheat, the system issues a reward the soundtrack book of popular songs. Q Mo's gaze first froze before his mouth fell open. Shocked beyond words, this operation was simply too heaven-defying. Right? 1,000 soundtracks have been recorded into the host's cell phone. Please sign for them. Jing Mo excitedly took out his cell phone, then opened the folder. Sure enough, there were a whole 1,000 folders. It was filled with audio files. Each audio was also labeled with the title of the song. Blue and White Porcelain. 10 years. The meeting. Can't say goodbye. The sea is wide and the sky is wide. The girl. Slowly. The promise under the cherry tree. July 7th sunshine. Jing Mo felt that by relying on these songs, he would have absolutely no problem being the king in this world. The stage had been completely lit up by Fan Tao's music, and everyone was addicted to it. Fan Xiao's song is just great. Wash your ears. I truly go back and listen to the song over and over again for 100 times. That's right. This song really moved me to tears. To be able to write about love to this extent, Fan Xiao deserves to be a champion singer. After Fan Tao finished a song, he looked at Jing Mo. Are you still coming? Jing Mo strides towards the stage of the bar. Look, that kid really dares to go up there. No way, was he deaf to Fan Tao's soprano voice just now? How dare he go on stage? Everyone stop talking and listen to what he wants to sing. Wait and see his joke. He really doesn't know how thick he is. His skin is thicker than a city wall. Do you think the world will tolerate him because he is handsome? The stage was in chaos, completely different from when Fan Tao was on stage. The audience was all talking and questioning. Chapter 92. Nor bullying you, just come to a song of the sea and the sky. Jing Mo called out to the manager at this time. The manager timidly walked over. After all, he had never experienced such a big scene, and didn't know what to call him for. Jing Mo whispered a few words in the manager's ear and handed him his cell phone. The crowd was still wondering when the manager nodded and took the phone and left. Himself from just on stage is choosing exactly which song to sing good at, entangled half a day thinking that cannot be too bullying. I also do not bully you to come to a sea and sky it. Jing Mo took the microphone from Fan Tao's hand, and at this time Zhang Xian Yu under the stage was dying of nervousness. Jing Mo was indeed calm, looking at so many spectators on stage who were looking at him. But Jing Mo didn't have a bit of stage fright. As the lights dimmed, the beam of the spotlight shone on Jing Mo's body. Other than that, Jing Mo is really handsome. Many of the original female fans of Fan Tao were infatuated. Just then the intro sounded. Hearing the long-lost and familiar song, Jing Mo slightly closed his eyes. Back all back. It was as if Kumo was still in his last lifetime. The intro ended and entered the main song. Today watching the snow drift by on a cold night, drifting far away with a cooled heart. In the wind and rain, catching up, can't tell the shadows apart in the fog. The sky and the sea, you and I, can change who is not changing. The low, magnetic voice came out of Kumo's air, expanding through the microphone to the ears of everyone present. Just as Kumo sang those lines, the entire audience froze. There were many people who thought this music was really great when the intro sounded. The one who was most shocked was Fan Tao next to him. He was the one who played music, so he naturally knew what level this song soundtrack really was. This song's soundtrack is simply the most powerful band in today's music industry cannot create ah. Immediately after that, Jing Mo's opening was a king bomb ah. It is actually in Cantonese, nowadays the public speak Mandarin. The singer is to cater to the audience to create. Jing Mo actually boldly used Cantonese to sing. The key is that there is no sense of contradiction at all. There were netizens who were broadcasting live, and there were groups online who knew about music. The overall melody of this intro is really great. At this moment, everyone was infected by that passionate music, and even goosebumps rose. This is too good to listen to. There's something about this kid. Looks like I underestimated him a bit before ah. On the stage, QMO closed his eyes and a line of clear tears crossed his eyes. Even though this world was the same as the last world, a lot of things had disappeared. Like now, only by hearing the familiar music could one feel that the previous experience in his last life was not a dream. Jing Mo swayed her body gently to the melody. The system now granted an absolute sense of music, and his talent for music was already the strongest in the world. At this moment, his eyes were empty, his eyes slowly opened, and the microphone in his hand slowly raised. How many times, welcoming cold eyes and ridicule, never gave up the ideal in my heart. A moment of trance. The feeling of being lost. Unconsciously faded. Love in my heart. After this paragraph ended, the scene fell into silence. At this time, a netizen who was rubbing off on the traffic at this time, the number of viewers had already come to 100,000 plus. The pop-up screen had already brushed the screen. Who hasn't experienced frustration in one's life? Who hasn't encountered ridicule and abuse? There are times when people will be low, will also be sad, character gradually becomes selfish and numb. People call this maturity. But some people, even through the darkness, still harbor a sincere heart and insist on the love of their hearts. Many viewers don't understand Cantonese, but Jing Mo has conveyed his feelings to their hearts with these unintelligible lyrics. All the people in the live broadcasting room Hong Kong and Macau were shocked beyond words. This is a divine song. I can't believe that this is actually something the mainland can create. It's so good. Jing Mo's singer hit straight to the soul, directly igniting the long-lost flame in the hearts of the masses. Many of the audience could not hold back from getting up and cheering. Cantonese, even though they didn't know much about it, didn't affect them in the slightest to look at this song created by Jing Mo with professional eyes. Everyone had already given it a very high rating in their hearts. This song, from the soundtrack to the composition, and now the singer who sang it, was typically of a first-class standard in the music industry. Holy! Who is this? So powerful! Did he really compose this song? This song is definitely going to blow up. Damn, I'm so excited. This song makes my blood boil. It's awakened my passion. What has this age gone through to make him write such wonderful works? The song immediately entered the climax section. Kumo felt like his entire veins were about to explode. That feeling of a surging heart was really on the verge of human sublimation. QMO held the microphone tightly in his hand, leaned back, and took a deep breath. Forgive me for being unruly and indulgent and loving freedom in my life. Will also be afraid that one day will fall. Turn your back on your ideals. Anyone can. Which will be afraid that one day only you share me. Boom! These few words were like dropping an atomic bomb in the crowd. The people at the scene felt short of breath, and there was a kind of turbid air in their hearts that had been suppressed for a long time that was finally exhaled. The infectiousness of this song was really strong. This person's vocals are so powerful. Why doesn't the singing world have him? This kind of genius shouldn't be buried. I really feel enlightened today. I don't even know how to rate this song. Although I don't understand Cantonese, the sentiment of this song has completely entered my heart. Jing Mo wasn't ready to stop at all. The climax wasn't finished yet. Still free to be myself. Always sing my song. Traveling thousands of miles. Forgive me for my life of indulgence and freedom. Who's afraid of falling someday? Zhang Xianyu under the stage was really shocked and dumbfounded. Her small mouth was so big that she could almost stuff an egg into it. Jing Mo was just too dazzling on stage, like a sparkling diamond. How could his talent be so mesmerizing? The countless female audience under the stage had all gone into a frenzy, itching to go up and take Jing Mo for themselves. When Jing Mo sang to the climax, Fan Tao's face was already gloomy, and when Jing Mo sang to the end, Fan Tao's face was already pale. After a song, the music suddenly stopped, and the crowd was immersed in it without slowing down. Is this the end? Everyone did not react, as if they had come to another world, half silent and half noisy. Jing Mo looked at Fan Tao. Big singer, who do you think won between the two of us? The audience under the stage looked at each other in dismay, especially the fans of Fan Tao who had just screamed the loudest. Even they were not able to shamelessly say that Fan Tao sang better than Jing Mo. Jing Mo's song was simply a song that was directly amongst today's first-class standard. Chapter 93. Jing Mo bursts into flames. Fan Tao gritted his teeth. You kid, don't get too carried away. Since your song already has a soundtrack, how could it be your original? Jing Mo sneered. Don't you care so much? Are you losing? If you lose, you have to admit it. If you can't afford to play, don't play. Jing Mo's tone of petulance is especially harsh in Fan Tao's ears. I admit that you sing very well, but I sing no worse than you, we even a draw. Fan Tao played up his chutzpah. Jing Mo gave Fan Tao a disdainful look. You're starting to play tricks now, aren't you? The expression on Fan Tao's face gradually returned to calmness after the panic he had just experienced. There isn't even a professional judge here. How can you say you won? Zhang Xinyu couldn't stand to look at it, puffed up and said under the stage, You're so thick-skinned, you just can't afford to lose. Fan Tao didn't take it seriously at all. Not only was he not ashamed at all, but he was even more arrogant. Kid, is there anyone present who can say that your song is better than mine? This place is full of my fans. No one will support you. So don't be ungrateful. Quickly get out of the way, lest get in the way. Fan Tao said beside Jing Mo. That face was only seen by Jing Mo and Zhang Xianyu, who was closest to the stage. Zhang Xianyu's eyes flashed. She had long looked at this guy with displeasure. What did you say? Fan Tao looked at the beauty with an angry face and couldn't help but frown as well. Beauty, the man you chose is no good. Offended me. Tomorrow you will be dug up by my fans to web explode. Although there are no professionals present who will comment, but don't forget, there are a lot of netizens live on stage right now. Jing Mo turned to a netizen on stage who was holding a cell phone and turning on a live broadcast and said, Come over here for a moment. The female netizen whose name was called was very excited and hurriedly took 2 steps forward to the front of the stage. Is it okay to lend me your cell phone? My cell phone is on live. I would like to ask the audience in the live broadcast to do me a favor. The female netizen didn't refuse to directly hand her cell phone to Kyung Mo. Jing Mo took the phone and pointed the camera at her face. Is there any professional judge teacher in the live broadcast room who is watching this live broadcast? What comments you have can be posted directly on top of the microblogging. Just need to choose whose song is good between me and Fan Tao. Fan Tao stared at Jing Mo with cold and ruthless eyes after hearing this. I advise you to be a man of honor. Don't go too far. Jing Mo said disdainfully. Are you weak-minded with this look? Afraid that someone on Weibo will comment later that your song is not as good as mine? Fan Tao sneered. You think too highly of yourself. This world is all about capital first. What can you do even if you have talent? I have the note company behind me. Even if someone evaluates it, they're still supporting me. Talent is worthless in front of capital. Fan Tao was very confident when he said this. Magic City, Central Academy of Opera. Bai Qian walked out from the piano department, having practiced hard for another day. In her ears at the moment, she was playing a few popular modern music. But listening to them was annoying because the modern songs lacked something, and the melody had made Bai Qian feel that all the music was the same, with no characteristics and no breakthroughs. China from ancient times to the present day are concerned about a slow work, so the song or the previous slow rhythm, just the opening of the soundtrack, are used for more than 10 seconds, and then the beginning of the emotional lyricism is very bland, and then slowly towards the climax. And then this genre has become a tradition in China. If you don't follow the standard of composition, no singer dares to take it on. Bai Qian sighed. It's been a long time since she heard any good music. She took her headphones off, then took out her cell phone and prepared to check the time. Opened the phone note, pushed a live room. Bai Qian's hand slipped and clicked in. Forgive me for being unruly and indulgent and loving freedom in my life. Will also be afraid of falling one day. Turn your back on your ideals. Anyone can. Which will be afraid that one day only you share me. When the rhythm of the music sounded, by Chen Qian, who was still unimpressed, only felt that every pore of her body trembled. What kind of music is this? She knew and could even sing almost every singer's genre in the singing world today, and for the first time, this rhythm made her feel pleasure from the bottom of her heart. And then there was Jing Mo opening her mouth to sing the lyrics. By Chen Qian are feeling surprised so that the soundtrack only just rang so fast to sing. The tempo was so fast that Bai Chen Chen felt a bit caught off guard. So shocking. What has the person who can write this song gone through? As a fellow music creator, just hearing the rhythm, one could feel the mood of the creator at that time. Not only that, Bai Chen Chen was also shocked by Jing Mo's singing skills, which were among the top in the country. Even his own father, the contemporary heavenly king, is not comparable. Who is this person in the end? Bai Chen Chen rushed to call her mentor. Bai Chen Qian's mentor has a pivotal position in today's music industry and is also the vice president of the Central Academy of Opera. I've met someone extremely talented in music, mentor. Take a look. Bai Chen Qian's mentor is called Wang Chongyu, who is the chairman of the Central Arts Association, and he has taught many superstars in the music industry. Through Bai Chen Qian's recommendation, Wang Chongyu took out his cell phone and clicked on a live broadcast. Upon hearing Jing Mo's song, he was shocked beyond words. If this song was created by this kid himself, then his musical attainments are above me. Jing Mo's traffic on the internet was now gradually increasing, and many of those who were watching the live broadcast had already started to save the replay of the live broadcast, and then extracted Jing Mo's song and posted it on top of the soundtrack. The song had directly exploded the soundtrack short video platform. Who the hell is this person? Why haven't I heard of this person? Holy! This person is really too handsome. Heavy reward for this person's information. Whoever can provide me with a reward of $100,000. This was a rich woman making a move. Through the diversion of the audience in the live broadcast room, the number of people in the live broadcast room of whichever netizen who was broadcasting live was gradually increasing and had already come to 300,000 viewers. These people were partly attracted by Jing Mo's singing voice and partly because of Jing Mo's face value. When they heard Jing Mo shouting for professionals to comment on his song during the live broadcast, many musicians started preparing to post on Weibo. This song by Qian knew his value. It was a break from the previous bottleneck. This song started a new genre. She hurriedly called her father again. Dad, have you slept yet? I just got out of a meeting. What do you want? You need to hurry up and watch a live stream. Chapter 94 Pure Love Sheep. A puzzled voice came out from the other side of the phone. Huh? Fan Tao? Are you asking me to look at this person, some singing skills but not a very good personality? What are you asking me to look at him for? It's not for you to watch him, you click in and watch. There's a young man singing in the live broadcast right now. The voice on the other side of the phone stalled for a moment. Then a rather noisy voice came out. Give me your cell phone. Okay, boss. Then Bai Chen Qian heard Jing Mo's singing voice from the other side of the phone as well. The White Day King looked like he was on the other side of the phone watching the live broadcast again with his cell phone. After listening for a while, the White Day King's voice came again. This person's singing is really top-notch. His control of the music is really too perfect. The lyrics aren't top-notch, but after his singing, the kind of surging feeling that comes out of this song is truly unrivaled. I don't know who this lyrics and arrangement are. This young man was really born for music. Bai Chen Qian didn't expect her father to make such high praise for Jing Mo. Then it came out on the air that Jing Mo was calling on the bigwigs who could comment on the live broadcast to split the difference between him and Fan Tao. Bai Chen Qian spoke up. Dad, do you want to send out a tweet? You're definitely qualified to comment. Well, then I'll voice out for this lad for once. It's been a long time since I've seen such a musically gifted junior. After ending the conversation, Bai Chen Qian stared blankly at the spirited figure on the stage. Her heartstrings were touched for the first time. Which girl doesn't like handsome? But compared to ordinary girls, she prefers those with talent. But who says you can't have both the fish and the bear's paw? Jing Mo's good looks and talent captured Bai Chen Qian's heart through the screen in an instant. Jing Mo doesn't know anything about this. Bai Chen Qian is still young, but has shown amazing musical and acting talent. But Bai Chen Qian is more than just talent. She also has stunning looks and is known as the school flower of the Opera Academy. Rumor has it that Bai Chen Qian's family background is quite prominent. with her elders having held important positions in the Central Bureau of Literature and Art. Her grandmother was a national-level Peking opera actress with excellent skills and reputation. Her mother was a well-known and highly regarded actress in today's entertainment industry, but as she got older, she slowly retired from the second line. Her father is one of the top actors in the entertainment industry today. Just like this, the family's Chen Chen has already booked a high-speed train to Y City, ready to go to the man in the live broadcast in person tomorrow. Jing Mo in the scene has been brushing the cell phone waiting for which big brother of the singing world to send out the song Ming. Because clear-eyed people can see their own this song, then Fan Tao's good. But it has been 10 minutes, but no one in the microblogging to send dynamic. Fan Tao's face showed a smug smile. He is a big netizen with 10 million fans. Who dares to offend himself? Jing Mo, can you let me go now? Now it can still be a draw. Wait a little while to post the text may not be a draw. Find yourself a step down. You messed with me, later you may go out and be smashed rotten eggs. Right at this time, Daylight King had long arranged for his secretary to post a carefully planned text on the microblogging platform. This copy would give high praise to Jing Mo's song Sea Wide Sky and emphasize its great significance across the ages. The text points out that Jing Mo not only has excellent singing skills and a unique voice, but also has the ability to touch the listener's deepest soft spot with his heartfelt and moving interpretation. In contrast, Fan Tao's work was mercilessly criticized. His voice could not penetrate into the heart of the people, and his emotional expression lacked fire, making it difficult to resonate with the audience. The whole internet exploded. White King, who is that? The top stream of the entertainment industry, he was actually so optimistic about Jing Mo's song? Big netizen, you've miscalculated. Jing Mo laughed and came forward to change his face to look at Fan Tao. Fan Tao now had a face of bitter melon color. Unbelievably, he looked at the new microblog posted by Daylight King. This is impossible. How is this possible? How could the White Day King support an unheard-of kid? Zhang Xinyu added a stab at this time. Now what else do you have to say? Quickly lie down and learn to bark like a dog. The audience in the audience also coaxed at this time. Be willing to gamble and accept defeat. Don't play down. Fan Tao's face turned red. He knew that if he learned to bark in front of so many people, it would be impossible for him to further his career in the future. It would definitely be off the charts. But if he didn't learn it, he would definitely carry the title of can't afford to play in the future. Woof, woof, woof. Fan Tao's face was so red that it was dripping blood. Then he fiercely glared at Jing Mo. We'll see. Fan Tao didn't have the face to stay any longer and fled directly away from the crowd. What happened today was really explosive. Many of the bar girls gathered around Jing Mo to inquire about who Jing Mo really was. Brother, how old are you? What's your name? Have a drink with your sister. Little brother, come to our table. Today your spending is on sister. Little brother, sing another song. I'll order you an ace of spades. For the first time, Jing Mo felt that these bar women were really crazy. The girls at school were at least a little more restrained. The girls in the bar were simply like they hadn't seen a man in 800 years. A group of women surrounded Jing Mo, and there were also those who stretched out their hands and touched everywhere on Jing Mo's body. Little brother, you sing another song. Yes, yes, you sing another song, sister give you milk. This group of women were really too crazy and directly pushed Zhang Xianyu out of the crowd. Jing Mo, Jing Mo, Jing Mo. Looking at Jing Mo, who was surrounded by a group of women, Zhang Xianyu couldn't get close to Jing Mo no matter how hard she tried. So little brother called Jing Mo when you debut if you debut sister must be your first fan. If you open a live broadcast, sister give you brush carnival. Little brother, do you like Mercedes or BMW? Come with me tonight. I'll buy you one. Jing Mo never thought he would be treated like this. This pussy should not be installed. Blame it on this foul mouth. You say you have nothing to sing. The result is now blocked by a group of women in the corner. No longer sing two songs, do not let go. Sisters, please give way. I'll go to the stage and sing 2 more songs for you. Can I? You guys are blocking me all, give me a whole shy. When Jing Mo said this group of women were like wolves seeing a lamb. Agu, little brother. You are still so innocent. You're still shy. You are an old stick. Don't be an old cow eating young grass. I'm young. Brother, look at me. My sister has only just 22. Chapter 95 Drinking and Misunderstanding. Mission complete. Rewards have been issued, please host sign in. Jing Mo soon received a text message from his cell phone Someone had purchased the Platinum Mansion's detached villa for himself, and the specific door number had been sent along with the text message. A few of the open young ladies surrounding Jing Mo heard Jing Mo agree to sing, and only then did they let go of their hold on him. Zhang Xianyu had a gloomy look on her face. Had she known that she wouldn't bring Jing Mo to the bar? This is not finding jealousy for herself. Jing Mo sang a few more songs on stage that were hotter in his past life, especially suitable for DJs playing in bars. Girl, slowly, spring court snow. The bar's business was exceptionally hot today. The manager was tempted to ask Jing Mo to come to the bar every day to sing at this point. Jing Mo's popularity was so high that there was actually a rich woman who boldly threw out $20,000 as a reward to Jing Mo on stage. Jing Mo has a black line on his face. He was actually treated as a singer. He will not come back to this bar in the future. However, today's play is really high. A group of women take turns to pour wine to Jing Mo. Zhang Xianyu was like a guard next to a prince. She was hostile to all the women who approached Jing Mo. Kyung Mo was singing a song and bouncing around recklessly. The bar was completely bustling. The bar manager asked the waiter to turn on all the ambient lights in the store and turn the stereo up to maximum sound. Kyung Mo once again ran to the DJ's turntable and picked up the microphone. Let's get high tonight, okay? Yes. Hey, hey, hey. Kyumo was in an exuberant mood. I'll pay for everything everyone spends tonight. Scream. Ah. Kyumo. Kyomo. Kyomo. Everybody drink up. Shao air. Serve the wine. Bring me all the best wine in the store. Master can afford it. The audience off stage went crazy. Holy. Young Master Jing is really too generous. Jing Mo. I'll be your true fan from now on. I love you, Jing Mo. The entire bar was getting high. Jing Mo with this group of enthusiastic fans was on the verge of toppling the roof of the bar. This group of young people seemed to possess the passion of a million men. Jing Mo wrapped his arms around Zhang Xianyu's waist as he danced and sang recklessly on the stage. Zhang Xinyu had never felt such an adrenaline rush. Her entire body cells were active, and she let herself go. She looked at the man beside her. Not worthy of being the man she had her eye on, she just knew how to have fun. Jing Mo woke up again by the sound of his cell phone's alarm. He was in a daze and groped left and right on the bed. His hand suddenly pressed against something very soft. Kyumo was startled as the feeling, instantly sleepy. He opened his eyes and saw that it was none other than Zhang Xianyu sleeping beside him. Holy! What's the situation? How did he sleep in the same bed with Zhang Xianyu? Suddenly he felt a stabbing pain in his head. Trying hard to recall what happened last night. It seems that he went to the bar with Zhang Xinyu last night and drank a lot of wine. After that, he didn't remember much. While Kyung Mo was thinking, his cell phone was ringing repeatedly. Jing Mo took out his cell phone from the table in front of his bed. The caller alert was Jiang Qingqing. Jing Mo instantly knew why someone would call him. Looking at the time, it's already past 11 o'clock at noon. Done. I missed class again today. Jing Mo hurriedly answered Jiang Qingqing's call. Hello. You didn't go to military training again this morning? What's wrong with you? Ahem. A relative at home is sick. I'm taking care of it. The voice that was speaking disturbed Zhang Xinyu, who was sleeping beside her. Zhang Xianyu groaned comfortably, her body stretching out. But this sound was truly transmitted to the cell phone. Jiang Qingqing was furious. Jing Ma, can you find a better reason to lie? How can you see this kind of sound around your relatives? As Zhang Xinyu stretched her body, her hand grabbed something. What was this? Her long eyelashes fluttered slightly as she gradually came to her senses. When completely awake after noticing the environment she was in now, coupled with what she was grasping in her hand, ah! Zhang Xianyu cried out and hurriedly wrapped her entire body in the quilt. Ying Montag. You actually... After saying that, Jiang Qingqing directly hung up the phone. Alas, 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 it's not what you think. Jing Mo didn't even finish his words. The phone had already hung up. The air was unusually awkward. Jing Mo and Zhang Xianyu just stared at each other. Why were the two of them sleeping in the same bed? And what kind of place was this? Jing Mo looked at the layout of the room. It should be in a hotel. Lifting the covers and taking a look, his clothes were still on properly, so it seemed like he didn't do anything last night. Thinking of the scene last night where those old ladies hugged themselves and didn't let go, Kyumo felt a chill. Fortunately, he was not picked up. In case he was picked up by a male Tong home, it is estimated that his modesty may not be able to keep. This moment Zhang Xinyu also finished checking his own body, not being taken advantage of by Jing Mo. The heart actually also some loss. The two tacitly got up without a word and then walked out of the hotel together. The hotel where Jing Mo slept last night was just across the street from the bar. Jing Mo's Rolls-Royce was still parked on the curb. The two didn't even eat lunch and got in the car and went straight back to school. The atmosphere between the two on the way was awkward. They had just met last night and ended up sleeping directly in the same bed. The key is what happened last night after he was drunk? Forget it anyway. Didn't do anything, just sleeping on the same bed. Kumo had to comfort himself with this. Why don't we have lunch before you go back to the dorm? The two of them walked to the entrance of the school together, and Kumo opened his mouth to stay. Zhang Xianyu hastily refused and then slipped away like a trot, without even saying goodbye. As for that, Jing Mo said as he looked at her back. But the school entrance is really lively. Why are there so many people around the entrance today? Just walked into the school gate and saw a lot of people gathered together not far away. Jing Mo's drunkenness is still not completely sober. She didn't pay attention to it and directly passed by the crowd of people surrounding her, just wanting to go back to the dormitory to take a nap. Chen. Jing Mo is him. I found him. Jing Mo vaguely hears someone calling his name and turns around to see the crowd that was just surrounding him now dispersing. These people were looking at themselves in unison. Jing Mo was a little overwhelmed. What is he doing? How so many people are looking at themselves so well? A girl wearing a black short-sleeved shirt, small shorts underneath, stockings wrapped rounded long legs walked out from the crowd. After seeing herself, her eyes flashed with surprise. You are Jing Mo, right? The singer who sang Sea and Sky at the bar last night. So you're a fan. Sorry, I don't have time to give you an autograph right now. I'm going back to the dormitory to sleep. Chapter 96. Can you release an album? QMO sized up the young girl in front of him for a few moments. How to evaluate this girl? Slim figure, very unassuming looks, just gives off a very literary temperament. It was like an ancient family's great lady who knew about calligraphy and painting. But looks are just clouds, with their own no relationship. Last night drank too much wine. Just want to go back to the dormitory to rest. As for the military training in the afternoon, it is better not to go. After waking up, I also promised to go to Feng Muyun to play to store. After Bai Chen saw Jing Mo, her excitement was undisguised. The song you sang in the bar last night, Sea and Sky, is really good. Are you interested in making an album? Hearing Bai Chen's words, the system's voice rang in Jing Mo's head. Temporary mission fame. Ask the host to release an album of a song and to gain 10 million fans on any platform on the internet. Mission reward, perfect physical fitness. Mission punishment, no punishment. Jing Mo directly expressed great interest in Bai Chen after hearing this. The system was really getting over the top since binding the system, the tasks released that Jing Mo didn't really want to do had penalties. But the ones that Jing Mo was very interested in didn't. Just this perfect physical quality. This is a necessary golden finger for all novel male protagonists. Jing Mo had wanted it for a long time, and today he finally gave it a weight. A gentle smile appeared on Bai Chen's face. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Bai Chen. Since you're interested, then we'll add a contact to each other first. This is not a place to talk. When you have time, we'll make an appointment to talk in detail. I'll always be waiting for you at the Meander residence during this period of time. Jing Mo nodded and took out his cell phone. If you live in Meander residence, you can call me directly if you need anything. I can still talk over there. Bai Chen froze, smiled, and said jokingly, What's wrong? Is it hard to believe that you are still the boss of Meandering's residence? Bai Chen just mentioned it jokingly and said this without believing it herself. Jing Mo asked strangely, How did you know that? Bai Chen covered her mouth and snickered. Jing Mo, you are really a bit humorous. I will go back first. When you have time, you must ask me out. After saying that, Bai Chen turned around and left. No, dude, you added Princess Bai's V-mail. A few boys around him came up and said in surprise. Jing Mo asked suspiciously, You guys know this girl? Seriously, dude? Don't you know Bai Chen? Jing Mo shook his head. Why is this girl famous? The boy beside him looked at Jing Mo like a monster. Dude, she is the daughter of the Heavenly King. You don't even know Bai Chen? You don't even play with your phone? Jing Mo hadn't crossed over for a few days. He didn't even know who the White King was. Who is the White Day King? Looking at Jing Mo like this, the boys around him didn't know where to start. The Daylight King was the top stream in China, almost known to young and old. Many popular songs were created by him, but Jing Mo actually didn't know. I really don't know which cave he came out from. After Jing Mo returned to the dormitory, the second brother was playing games. Seeing Jing Mo come back, the three of them all looked over. Boss, you are really powerful, little brother admire. Today you didn't go to the military training again. Jiang big beautiful face all morning is not very good. Jing Mo knew that she was in a bad mood not just because she didn't go to military training. There was some misunderstanding in the middle. He must find an opportunity to give Jiang big beautiful woman a good apology. Boss, have you eaten lunch yet? Why don't the three of us accompany you for lunch first? Fu Mingming opened his mouth and asked. In a team, there had to be someone who cared about the leader's body at all times. This person would never be eliminated from the team even if he or she didn't have much of a role in the team. Jing Mo shook his head and said, I drank a little too much yesterday. I haven't woken up yet. I'll sleep for a while. Wake me up before you guys go to military training. Said Jing Mo took off his shoes and went to bed without a moment to fall asleep. Boss, since he came to school, is also sleeping. Why not sleep outside to wake up and then come back? Nyo Yongyu explained. The time the boss came back happened to be the hotel's checkout time. Plus last night it was the school's girl who asked the boss out. I'll make a bold guess. Yesterday the boss should have been staying at the hotel with that girl, still sleeping in a room, and when he woke up, it was inconvenient to continue sleeping. Plus in the afternoon he still had to do military training. So the boss checked out and came back with the girl. This speculation was justified, and both Fu Mingming and Yamamoto Kagoro agreed. It's still second brother who's smart, he even guessed this. Nyo Yongyu smiled awkwardly because the time of checking out was too sensitive for him. If it was someone who came back at noon and still continued to sleep, either they hadn't slept all last night and came back to catch up on their sleep. Either that or they just checked out of the hotel. If it is a hotel that you go to, you will not come back to make up for the sleep, but if you go to a hotel with someone else, you will naturally have to make up for the sleep after checking out of the hotel after a bad night's sleep. After a sleep, Jing Mo felt much better. Boss? Let's go. Let's go to military training. The instructor told us to gather at the playground. Jing Mo got up and got out of bed to put on his shoes. You guys go, I won't go. I have something to do in the afternoon. Hearing Jing Mo say that, Nyo Yongyu gave him a thumbs up. Boss, you're a werewolf. You came for half a day after 2 days of military training. You're not afraid of big beauty Jiang getting angry. When Jing Mo thought of Jiang Qingqing, he thought of her very shapely buttocks and her cold as ice face. And then he thought of that kiss. Anyway, this Jiang Qingqing is also the object that the system lets raid, so be angry, then coax it later. Military training is just going to have fun. Forget it, go when you have time, I won't go if there's nothing going on. Nyo Yongyu felt that his boss was really bunker. Only he can say such words. Besides, Jing Mo was awarded by the principal himself, and undoubtedly has a gold medal of immunity in the school. Who says that Jing Mo made a mistake is not giving face to the principal. The principal is personally awarded. You say the award is not a good student. This is not a slap in the face of the principal. It's just missing a few days of school, no harm, no foul. But you're the class president. Jing Mo froze for a moment and then felt that he was a class president. Old what no matter what is not just occupying a latrine and not ting. You tell your classmates. Just tell them that I don't want this class president anymore. Just give it to the class flower in the future. Nyo Yongyu knows Jing Ma too well. You're talking about Kai Miao Miao. Jing Mo nodded his head and said, right, that's her. But I forgot what her name is. Kai classmate knows that you say this is probably heartbroken. She can be interesting to you now. You don't go looking for me every day to inquire about you. Jing Mo helplessly said, she still means to me, These women like me where, I'm not just a little bit handsome, a little bit rich, a little bit talented, driving a Lamborghini? Why are there so many girls chasing after me? Nyo Yongyu. Chapter 97. Wherever you go, I go. If it is not Jing Mo is his big brother. He saw such a person who is so pretending to go up to be a brick. Boss, in the future you listen to my words. Let's go out in the future to lay low. Jing Mo was very unhappy to say. What do you mean by this? Do you think I'm not low-key? Nyo Yongyu didn't know how to answer this. Bastard, from the time I met you until now, do you know what low profile is? It's only been more than a week since the start of the school year, almost turning the school upside down. Everywhere you go, you're the center of attention. The key is that there's still nothing to squeal about. You're already low-key, but you'll have to be a little more low-key in the future. Kumo agreed with him. It seemed that he would have to lay low in the future. Well, it's getting late. I have to drive my Lamborghini 6th Element to get busy. Nyo Yongyu was speechless. His own persuasion just now was not useful at all. Looking at Jing Mo's dashing back, is he also skipping a class for fun? Nyo Yongyu has always defined himself as the arrogant and domineering rich second generation. But following Jing Mo's side, he gradually low profile up, because he felt that the pussy he had pretended from birth to now was not as much as Jing Mo had pretended these days. He took out his cell phone and sent a message to a person whose note was, "Small wooden dog. Nyo. Give you half an hour. Open a room at the Ruegia next to the school. I'll be there later. Autumn. But I'm still in military training. Nyo. Still want to be with me or not? Autumn. Want to? Nyo. Then you still do not go to open. Autumn. Then you wait for me to take a leave and go. Autumn. Can we go to the movies together tonight? Nyo. Depends on my mood. Besides, don't teach me to do things in the future. Autumn. I know. Don't be angry. Jing Mo wobbled to the school parking lot. After opening the door of the Lamborghini car, he sat in it. Only then did he heave a sigh of relief. Who knows that the passenger door opened? Jiang Qingqing sat in. Today's Jiang Qingqing had her hair coiled up. That swan neck, that collarbone. Jing Mo unconsciously swallowed his saliva. Jiang Qingqing wore a black professional dress today. That slim professional dress could barely fit her 36D breasts. On her thighs she wore a black silk from Parisian house. This outfit made Jing Mo stare straight up. Jiang Qingqing's age of 26 was at the peak of a woman's lifetime face value. The youthfulness of a young girl had faded, and the flavor of a mature woman couldn't help but radiate out. Jiang Qingqing was also an iceberg beauty. This figure coupled with Jiang Qingqing's cold face. The attraction to men in one word was soul-stealing. Good-looking. Jiang Qingqing's voice was cold with a touch of anger in her tone. Jing Mo nodded and said, "Good-looking." Jiang Qingqing gave an exasperated laugh. Jing Mo, what do you want to do? Are you going to skip class again this afternoon? Jing Mo looked like a dead pig in a poke. What do you mean by skipping class? Didn't I give you leave in the morning? Told you that someone at home is sick. Jiang Qingqing sneered. Jing Mo, can you lie to make a draft? Your family is sick in the bar treatment, Seeing the lie being exposed, Jing Mo's face actually did not change at all. When did I go to the bar? I have been in the hospital yesterday. Good. Then you explain this, said Jiang Qingqing, took out her cell phone, then opened the note. Would you look at this, is you not? Forgive me for being unruly and indulgent and loving freedom in my life. Will also be afraid of falling down one day. Turn your back on your ideals and anyone can. Which will be afraid that one day only you share me. Music came out from Jiang Qingqing's cell phone. This should be PS. Not me. When Jing Mo said this, it was obvious that his bottom was low. Jiang Qingqing sneered when she saw Jing Mo resisting, and her slender fingers slid downward on the cell phone screen. The next video was still the video of Jing Mo singing on the DJ stage of the bar. The distance was drawn even closer, obviously taken in the front row. The five senses of Jing Mo under this perspective were clear and three-dimensional, and under the spotlight it was like an angel descending. Ahem. Give me a step down, You're messing with my head. Jing Mo admitted helplessly. Jiang Qingqing huffed. You're treating me like a cutie. Do you know how hot you are on the internet right now? And for that you said you went to the hospital. And what did you do last night? The counselor of the Art 2 class all approached me, saying that you took their classmate Zhang Xinyu to stay out at night yesterday. What the hell are you doing? Did you and Zhang Xinyu classmate have anything happen last night or not? When Jiang Qingqing said this, she herself didn't even notice that her expression was a bit tense. In fact, as a counselor, she was not qualified to ask students such a private question. But she was still a little uncomfortable in her heart and wanted to know the answer to this question. Jing Mo said helplessly, I didn't know that I would be photographed by so many people last night and posted online. Moreover, it wasn't me who took Zhang Xinyu out. It was her who asked me out, okay? Besides, I drank a lot of wine last night. What could I have done? Although Jiang Qingqing said that she was a bit half-hearted after hearing Jing Mo's words, her mood somehow got a lot better. What happened before you write a 500-word review to me, otherwise the leaders above ask me, there is no way to explain. Then you give me obediently go to military training this afternoon. Jiang Qingqing opened her mouth with a stern face. Jing Mo knows that the review himself cannot escape. Jiang Qingqing is also a small counselor. The higher-ups question her, there is no way to explain. Cannot because of their own make Jiang Qingqing difficult. But in the afternoon, He had made an appointment to go with Feng Muyun to meet the store owner, and he could not keep his promise. Counselor Jiang, I really have something urgent that needs to go out this afternoon. Can it be the last time? I'll definitely behave in military training from now on. Jing Mo's tone slowed down and pampered Jiang Qingqing. Jiang Qingqing didn't eat this set of words. Her tone was still so cold without any room for negotiation. No way. You have to go back to military training today no matter what. Jing Mo gritted his teeth and said, If you don't agree, consider me skipping class. Jiang Qingqing smiled and said, Fine. Then I'll follow you wherever you go. I'll see what the hell you're doing. Jing Mo was helpless. Normally, if Jiang Qingqing was a big beautiful woman following him, he would be happy to do so. But this cannot he is to find his lover to go two people if they meet, that must be a sure field Although it is said that one is their own counselor, a character as gentle as water, two people meet will not be how. But Jiang Qingqing's character knows that he still has a lover. It is difficult to estimate the strategy down Besides, Feng Muyun, although it is said that people are gentle as water, character good, but know that he and Counselor Unclear Heart will not be happy it. Chapter 98 thought you could be special if you had a few stinking dollars? Jing Mo to the stubborn Jiang Qingqing is really helpless. Jiang, big beautiful girl, how can you let me go? Then what do you want to do to go to military training obediently? Jiang Qingqing also felt helpless towards Jing Mo. Issuing temporary mission have a bargain not to take advantage of. Please ask the host to touch Jiang Qingqing's ass as a condition for military training. Reward for mission completion: a Ferrari Laffa. Penalty for failure: impure urine. Jing Mo cursed in his heart. System, are you a pervert? Why are you staring at Jiang Qingqing's ass? System, detected that Jiang Qingqing's buttocks are the most curvaceous in the world. The system wants to work for the host's benefit. Jing Mo really had no choice and said stiffly, I can go to military training, but there is one condition. Jiang Qingqing frowned when she heard this. Student Jing Mo, I let you go to military training for your own good. Why are you still giving me conditions? But tell me what condition you have. As long as it's within my power, I'll satisfy you. Jiang Qingqing finally compromised. There wasn't much else to do with Jing Mo himself. Jing Mo's gaze went to Jiang Qingqing's lower body. I also want to touch your buttocks again. The air instantly turned just as cold, and Jing Mo felt Jiang Qingqing's gaze like a murderous one staring at him dead on. Jing Mo, I am your counselor. You disrespect me 3 times. Believe it or not, I'll tell the principal. Jiang Qingqing really couldn't take it anymore. This Jing Mo was really too much. Jiang Qingqing, who had always been high and cold, could easily lose control of her emotions whenever she was with Jing Mo. She really had never seen such a student. Jing Mo knew that Jiang Qingqing would definitely get angry when he said this. So he still said stiffly, Counselor, just let me touch it. Jiang Qingqing was really angered by the red temperature. That delicate face was red with anger. Jing Mo, you're really hopeless. Saying that, she was ready to open the car door to get away from Jing Mo. She made up her mind to never care about Jing Mo again. Who knew that Jing Mo had already unlocked the car door a long time ago? Jiang Qingqing tried twice but couldn't open the door. Jing Mo's body had already come up. Jing Mo, what do you want to do? Get lost. Let me out. Kumo stepped out of the car and pulled out Yushi from his pocket and smoked one. You go back to the office first. I'm going to the playground for some military training. System, mission completed. Rewards have been issued. The Ferrari Laffa has been delivered to the host's garage. Jing Mo finished speaking and walked directly towards the playground. Jiang Qingqing had a gloomy face, her eyes glaring fiercely at Jing Mo like they were on fire. Her neck was now red and she was breathing heavily, wanting to go up and tear Jing Mo apart. After Jing Mo returned to the team, sure enough the instructor had a very bad impression of him, and Jing Mo was hung out to dry just after he returned. The instructor wouldn't let him join the team, so he just stood there at the side of the team. Jing Mo didn't care. Anyway, he came to the line. He had to come to the playground to participate in the military training because he touched Jiang Qingqing's ass. As for the instructor ignoring himself, then so be it. When it was time to dismiss, Jing Mo turned around and left, but was stopped by the instructor. Kumo, did I tell you to move? Mo turned around and frowned. Didn't you tell your classmates to dismiss? The instructor said with a stern face. That was the other students. I didn't tell you to dismiss, you just keep standing here for me. The commotion over here drew the surrounding students to look over. Jing Mo is really bullish. He dares to throw off his face with the instructor. This instructor seems to be the class president of this batch. His temper is not good. Jing Mo hasn't been coming to military training for a few days. The instructor would have gotten angry a long time ago. Also, if I were to get angry too. Many students gloated from the sidelines. Jing Mo shrugged. Why do I have to add training during breaks? The instructor said seriously. What? You don't listen when I speak? Do you? I stood here all afternoon today and you didn't give me a single instruction. And now you're here to discipline me? Since you have no respect for me at all, why should I listen to you? Seeing that Jing Mo actually spoke with no respect for him at all, the instructor's face became even more unpleasant. You've been missing classes and not coming to training. It's already considered merciful for me to let you stand here. According to the rules we have there, you're straight out of here. Jing Mo felt that although it is not right to not come to the military training, but he stood for a whole afternoon instructor for more than 2 hours. During this period of time, the instructor did not even look at himself with his right eye. These 2 hours of training instructor also did not call their own training. The rest of the students in this period also have a break. The instructor also did not call him to take a break. Moreover, even the counselor Jiang Qingqing didn't say anything, so what right did this instructor have to keep making things difficult for himself? I just don't respect you, so what? Think you can be special just because you have a few stinking dollars? I'm telling you, in my place you just have to be my grandson even if you're rich. Jing Mo laughed coldly. Give you a soldier as a soldier still really regard yourself as a general? What makes you disrespect me? I respect you because you are to serve the people, but military ruffians like you shouldn't even have been on the battlefield. You haven't done anything for us, and still hold this status over me. I'm telling you, I don't eat this, said Jing Mo, turned around and wanted to leave. The instructor's face was grim as he took 2 steps forward and threw a military-style punch at Jing Mo. Jing Mo felt a strong wind blowing behind him and instantly used the Fighting Mastery Experience card. Originally, Zhu Jiwei was just giving Jing Mo a little lesson, but he didn't expect the student's reaction to be so fast. With a light turn, he dodged his own punch and also backhanded a hand knife to his ribs. Zhu Jida was surprised, but also reacted quickly and slapped his other hand to Jing Mo's outstretched arm. The 2 men fought like this. Both Jing Mo and Zhu Jiwei's movements were fast and their blows became more and more vicious. Zhu Jiwei really has 2 brushes. With the use of the fighting proficiency of the Kyomo can fight a few back and forth. This scene lit up little stars in the eyes of the surrounding girls. Jing Mo was really getting more and more attractive. Not only can he sing, but he's also so good at fighting he's not as weak as he seems. The other party was from the military. Yamamoto Kagoro himself was from the military, and he himself was proficient in military boxing, so naturally he could see the way. This Zhu Jiwei's military boxing wasn't very well practiced, and Kumo's boxing style was a bit like a fighting style for the ring. The moves were almost never to the vitals, they were all looking for a chance to hit the head and be able to knock the opponent out with a single blow. Where in the world did QMO pop out as a monster? How come he knows everything? To be able to wrestle with the instructor for so long? Is he human? Jing Mo is really handsome. Look at his punch and move, just take a picture can be the background of the cell phone. At this moment, Jing Mo suddenly stood up and his eyes fiercely turned stern. He found a break. An uppercut directly struck Zhu Jiwei's jaw. The force of this punch directly made Zhu Jiwei's entire body fly up and then fell down deliriously. KO. Chapter 99. From now on, this is your exclusive position. Zhu Jiwei was hit by this punch, paralyzed on the ground for a long time but could not come to his senses. Jing Mo turned around and left after doing this, leaving behind a shocked crowd. Kyung Mo drove a Lamborghini to leave the school and then went to the LV store in the mall to buy the most expensive one of the bag. This bag was expensive even though it was said to be unattractive. When meeting Feng Muyun had just walked out from Shangshi Tiangong. Today's Feng Muyun's long hair was draped over her shoulders, and there were a few tiny braids between her hair strands, tied with a nice ribbon. That pair of big eyes was looking around. Wearing a short-sleeved JK, under the pleated skirt was a pair of aesthetically pleasing white long legs. Seeing Jing Mo get off her car, her eyes just lit up. Hadn't seen Jing Mo for a few days and missed him. Jing Mo is very apologetic to Feng Muyun. Treating her as a lover is just a task of the system. But Feng Muyun is really humble as his lover. No quarrels, no fuss unless he took the initiative to look for her. The rest of the time he would never look for himself. Out of guilt, the most expensive bag bought as a gift at the mall that Jing Mo deliberately went to before meeting, all as compensation. You came. Feng Muyun went forward and took the initiative to greet Jing Mo. That pair of long legs kept swinging, and the gazes of the surrounding boys were looking over intentionally or unintentionally. Feng Muyun didn't have any other emotions in her eyes when she looked at Jing Mo, only admiration and joy. I bought you a gift. See if you like it? Jing Mo handed Feng Muyun the LV bag he bought. As long as you send me anything I like it. Are you hungry? Should we have dinner first? Feng Muyun always spoke gently like water, and it tickled in Jing Mo's ears. I want to eat you, ah. Feng Muyun lowered her small head, a blush crawled across her small face. That also has to wait for the night. Feng Muyun spoke in a very small voice. Looking at her like this, Jing Mo's heart became even more paralyzed. Deciding not to go out and fool around tonight, just go home and stay. Muyun, what do you want to eat at night? Jing Mo spoke gently and delicately as well. Feng Muyun's eyebrows curved and smiled like a peach blossom. I want to go shopping with you and eat when I see something I like. Is that okay? Jing Mo directly agreed. Then let's go to Dongguan Street to play. After coming to Y City for so long, I haven't been to Dongguan Street yet. Feng Muyun looked at Jing Mo with anticipation. Being able to have the opportunity to go shopping with Jing Mo was something she had always dreamed of. Good. Then I'll drive there. I've newly arrived a Ferrari. It's in the garage. Which one shall we drive today? Feng Muyun nodded her head after hearing this and said, Okay, all according to you. Jing Mo parked the Lamborghini Sixth Element that he had been driving for a few days into the garage and then threw the keys to Feng Muyun. In the future, all the cars here will be under your control. You can drive whichever one you want. Feng Muyun was so scared that he returned the car keys back. This can't be done. All the cars here are very expensive. I'm not good at driving. I can't afford to pay for the bumps and bruises. Looking at Feng Muyun's flustered face, Jing Mo couldn't help but pinch her chin and bit her hard on the lips. Feng Muyun ate the pain. Her eyes were filled with tears for a moment. That pearly look saw Jing Mo very compassionate. What? Now you don't even listen to your master's words. At these words, Feng Muyun blushed again and put the car keys back again. Listen. Ferrari LaFerrari, also known as Ferrari LaFa. Ferrari's flagship model, limited to 499 units worldwide. It is a super sports car. The lowest configuration are 22 million, the middle match 40 million, the highest match 100 million. Jing Mo opened the butterfly door of the Ferrari LaFa, and the exaggerated interior directly shocked Feng Muyun. Jing Mo signaled her to go in. Feng Muyun carefully sat on the passenger seat. This car is called Ferrari LaFerrari, worth $100 million. In the future, this co-pilot is only qualified for you to sit. Jing Mo's words reached Feng Muyun's ears, feeling very romantic. $100 million car, the co-pilot is his own exclusive position. Such a large sum of money. Feng Muyun felt that he was not worthy. He is just a lover of Jing Mo. Probably when he is old, Jing Mo will abandon himself. Now Feng Muyun just enjoy every second with Jing Mo, and then at any time ready to Jing Mo abandoned her ready. But now that Jing Mo was paying attention to her heart was gradually being raided. Jing Mo, I want to eat ice cream. Is it okay? Feng Muyun saw the Honey Snow Ice City on the side of the road and thought of honey snow sundaes and ice cream. She also had some cravings. Jing Mo glanced at the Honey Snow Ice City on the side of the road. Jing Mo hit the steering wheel and stopped directly in front of Honey Snow's entrance. After getting out of the car, passers-by had sideways glances. Many boys all stayed on the spot. No, this is which family's rich young man brought his female companion out to blow up the street? Holy! This couple is not only rich in face value but also high. Which door did God close for them in the end? The gap between people is really separated by a universe. The conversations of the people around him were now accustomed to Jing Mo. His eyes were cast on Jing Mo's body. Jing Mo was already accustomed to it, and that bland face made his temperament even more outstanding. Feng Muyun was looked at a little embarrassed, body toward the body of Jing Mo, and then carefully tried to hold the hand of Jing Mo. But the hand had not dared to touch Jing Mo. Jing Mo saw her thoughts and grabbed her soft little hand. Jing Mo, what do you want to eat? Honey Snow Ice City, I can still afford it. Feng Muyun opened her mouth with bravado. Jing Mo smiled and said, Then I will not be polite. Give me a cup of Yangji Ganluo. Feng Muyun pondered for a moment. Then give me a vanilla ice cream. All right, a total of 18. Scan the code on your side. Feng Muyun paid over and then pulled Jing Mo aside to sit and wait for the meal. After waiting for a few minutes, the milk tea and ice cream were ready. Feng Muyun took the ice cream and stuck out her little tongue and licked a bite on it. Her eyes curved into a crescent moon, and she looked very happy. At this time, a middle-aged woman stepped on high heels, one hand holding a cell phone typing, the other hand holding a milk tea. Stepping on high heels trotted in. The woman walked a little fast, did not see the doorsteps. Footsteps did not step over, directly knocked on the steps. The body leaned forward, the hand of the milk tea thrown out. The middle-aged woman fell to the ground, her mouth cursing. The milk tea flew out and directly hit Feng Muyun's body. The milk tea spilled out and spread along her shoulder to her whole body. Even her hair was dripping, with milk tea dripping down her hair onto the ground. Feng Muyun's first reaction was to protect the bag Jing Mo bought in her arms, not caring about the milk tea spilled on her body. The woman climbed up and rubbed her knees and complained loudly. This store made a step in this place. Really not a little for the sake of the customers. Chapter 100. Isn't this battle a bit exaggerated, begging for votes? The woman spilled milk tea on Feng Muyun's body, and actually just as if she didn't see it, and didn't apologize, so she just got up and wanted to leave. Feng Muyun looked at the hands of the LV bag, red eyes. Some sad. She does not care how much money this bag. This is Jing Mo gave her the first gift. Although this bag is ugly, but this is Jing Mo sent her just like it. Jing Mo saw this scene fire. This old actually wanna run. Taking 2 steps forward, the middle-aged woman who was about to leave stopped her. Roll over and apologize. According to Feng Muyun's character, encountered this kind of thing if you properly come over to apologize. In fact, there wasn't so much to it, she was just a character that suffered. But Jing Mo is not a master who can suffer losses. Dare to bully his woman. This is not looking for death. In itself, Feng Muyun owes Feng Muyun a debt, and now that he sees her sad, how can Jing Mo be indifferent? Middle-aged woman see someone at this time still dare to stop their own itself was ignited fire instantly burst. You a small, still dare to stop me? I wrote Nima's apology. A good dog does not block the road, understand? A little bit of upbringing are not. Jing Mo's face gradually turned gloomy. He was really a bit angry this time. As a result, the middle-aged woman is still unrelenting. Not just splashed you a cup of milk tea? How much? Give you 200 to send to the dry cleaner and be done with it. A bunch of poor people. A dress can be worth a few dollars? Said the middle-aged woman. From the wallet pulled out $200 slapped on the body of Jing Mo. The money floated down Jing Mo's chest to the ground. Why don't you quickly squat down and pick up the money? Don't blame me for not giving you money if someone picks it up later. Old me, I don't eat your. After saying that, the middle-aged woman reached out and tried to push Jing Mo away. The money is for you. Get lost. Little Yakuza. Pa! Jing Mo backhanded her and threw a slap in her face. This slap was very loud, and Jing Mo used 10% of his strength. This hit the woman directly, her whole body staggered, and she stumbled and sat on the milk tea that she had just spilled. Little, you dare to hit me. Do you know who I am? QMO crouched down to shine another slap on the woman's other cheek. Pay up if you don't apologize? Did you see that bag? Another slap went down and both of the woman's cheeks swelled up. Little, isn't it just a bag in a broken dress? How much I'll compensate you. However, you dare to hit me for a few $100s. I'm telling you, you're finished. The woman's aura was still as aggressive as ever. I'll give you $2,000. That's enough for you? But you slapped me these 2 times. This is something we're not done with, I'm telling you. Said the woman, took out her cell phone and was ready to shake people. Jing Mo shook his head and said, this bag is $700,000, handmade by Island Masters. I hit you 2 slaps, you count the medical expenses, mental damage, lost wages. Add up how much money I pay you is, how much money I can afford to pay. Jing Mo said this when that temperament, incomparable self-confidence. Look at Feng Muyun's heart is like a big mountain, as great. From childhood to their own no one backer. Has always been their own, very hard all the way to fight. Every time by the bullying is their own silent endure. But for the first time in being bullied when someone stood out for their own head. Feng Muyun felt that the most vulnerable part of her heart was touched by Jing Mo. The woman's arrogance couldn't rise after hearing the price. What did you say? $700,000? Are you lying to the devil? A bag of $700,000. What is the concept of $700,000? Plus some money can buy a suite of rooms in Y City. You go out and carry a suite out shopping? The 2 slaps that he was hit by will only make Jing Mo pay $10,000. She is not made of gold. Hit 2 slaps can let Jing Mo apologize and compensate for a 10,000 has been the top of the day. But this bag 700,000, let her go to sell 10 years are not enough to earn a. The moment these words came out, all the people around looked over. What bag of 700,000 Not necessarily. Just now these two people are driving Ferraris, they shouldn't be poor. The woman gritted her teeth and glared at Jing Mo. Don't you blow awesome? Do you know how much $700,000 is? You two poor bastards have come to Honey Snow, who would come to buy Honey Snow if they have money. When these words came out, the people around who came to buy Honey Snow were offended. What do you mean? Those who buy Honey Snow are poor? Damn it. Don't you also come to Honey Snow? Do you have any quality? The woman's map gun drew many of the surrounding customers who loved to drink Honey Snow Ice City to launch a strong condemnation of her. For a while, they were filled with disgust towards her. So they were kind to Jing Mo's side and hoped that Jing Mo would properly sanction this woman. Jing Mo smiled and said, $700,000. How do you intend to pay for it? Swipe card or cash? The woman laughed coldly after hearing this. I'll compensate your father. Open your mouth and close your mouth. $700,000. You are malicious fraud. I want to call the police to arrest you. Jing Mo's face darkened. Off, you still want to compensate my father on. If my father looks at you, I will directly sever the father-son relationship. You call the police. Let the police come. The woman panicked a bit when she heard calling the police. Seeing that the woman kept grumbling and refused to take her cell phone and call the police, Jing Mo got impatient. Are you calling or not? If not, I'll call. Jing Mo took out his cell phone and called into a phone. Jiang City Bureau, something happened on my side. You quickly come over for a while. Did not do it. How would I do it? After hanging up the phone, Jing Mo looked at the woman. You wait. The police will come right away. The woman was obviously a little panicked. Her legs were starting to wobble a little. She found a place to sit down, glanced at the bag Feng Muyun was holding in her hand, and then went to check online. A check does not know a look shocked. This bag is really worth $700,000. And the world is limited to 8. In an instant, her forehead was full of cold sweat. Not a moment later, the police bell from far and near. The end of the road 4 or 5 police cars drove over. This battle thought it was to suppress the terrorists. At the beginning of the explosion-proof armed police jeep, followed by 2 cars of the criminal police. The last 2 are the city council's specialized cars and security personnel. Jing Mo was also a bit surprised to see this formation. Isn't this a bit exaggerated, just a little civil dispute? How come the armed police and criminal police all came? The woman almost paralyzed on the ground when she saw this scene. Her legs were so weak that she couldn't stand up. Wasn't she just accidentally spilling a cup of milk tea? Did she break any laws? Why are there so many police? Zhang Fan, the director of the Public Security Bureau of the city of Y, came down from the police car, his figure erect and resolute, as if an unshakable mountain. This time, he was wearing a straight police uniform, and compared to when Jing Mo first met him, there was more majesty and solemnity. Zhang Fan's steps were firm and powerful, each step carrying an ineffable aura. His eyes were as sharp as a falcon, revealing his persistent pursuit of justice. Beside him, he was closely followed by a group of loaded guards, all of them looking solemn and on guard at all times. These guards were armed with firearms, forming a solid line of defense, guarding Zhang Fan's safety. P.S. Yamamoto Kagoro, can you all righteous fathers please give a few golden votes, here to you on your knees. Chapter 101. Can't fix it, he's retired begging for votes. Zhang Fan got out of the car and walked straight towards Kumo. What happened? As a result, he had just walked when a woman with swollen cheeks ran towards him. The 2 guards around him were startled and hurriedly stopped the woman. What do you want? Comrade police officer, listen to me. I accidentally fell and poured milk tea on that woman's body. This came up and slapped me twice, and also gave me $70,000. He is blackmailing me. You guys quickly take him back. The woman understands that the first to strike is the strongest. Zhang Fan looked at Jing Mo with a frown. You hit her with your hands? Jing Mo played dumb. No. Who saw me hit her? The surrounding melon eaters were disgusted with the woman. How could they speak for her at this time? We didn't see it. I didn't see it either. I'm blind. The voices of the people around her reached the woman's ears, and she jumped to her feet in anger. You accomplices! Right? The milk tea store has surveillance. Where's the camera? The woman pointed to a corner of the store and shouted. Honey Snow Ice City's owner's wife walked out at this time. I'm sorry, Ha. The camera has been broken for the past 2 days. Jing Mo snorted out a laugh. More action than good will lead to death. The woman was dumbfounded and froze for a moment, angrily roaring. How could it be broken at this time? I'm going to report you guys. You guys wait. The boss's wife is not afraid of things, saying that Honey Snow Ice City are all poor people to come. This sentence is the most hurt, or her has never had the opportunity to come up to make up for it. Now it is cool. Then you call the police. The woman was so angry that she was about to spit blood. Call the police, your sister, The police are not right next to it? Jing Mo looked at Zhang Fan. I've said I didn't do it. Zhang Fan is actually not stupid, naturally can see exactly what happened. But he is toward Jing Mo. Naturally will not tear him down. He opened his mouth and said to the woman, whether he hit you or not, I will naturally go back and investigate properly. But you said he blackmailed you? Is there any evidence? The woman argued for herself. He said that bag was $700,000. Isn't that blackmail? Jing Mo directly walked out of Honey Snow Ice City and opened the Ferrari Lafa parked in front of the door and took out a few slips of paper from it. This is the invoice. Just printed out, still hot. Said open the payment record of his cell phone. This is the payment record. There's also a thank you letter from LV's capital city head office to me. This is the discount card LV just sent me. This article was enough to prove that this bag that Jing Mo had given Feng Muyun was indeed worth $700,000. Jing Mo actually did not have the habit of taking invoices, and cannot be reimbursed to take what, but coincidentally is just bought today, have not had time to throw away. Jing Mo one by one to take out the proof of the value of the bag of credentials. Every take a woman's face will pale a minute. After Jing Mo finished, the woman's face had no blood color at all. Little brother, you, this bag is spilled a little milk tea. Wash it and you can still use it. The woman started to say nice things at this time. Jing Mo gave her a glance. Who is a brother with you, I tell you. This is a leather bag. Water is bad. Not if I call the professionals to give me a damage. Zhang Fan glanced at the woman. In that case, you really should pay for this bag. How could the woman just admit it? They might have broken the bag ahead of time and purposely looked for an opportunity to blackmail me. Jing Mo looked at her like she was looking at her. I just bought it in the afternoon. You have a few pussy money, and I'm still blackmailing you? This lady, if you say he is blackmailing you for money, is there any evidence to provide mouth to mouth? If not, then you have to compensate. If you don't compensate, given the huge amount of money involved, you'll have to go back with us to be detained for 24 hours. I'll compensate, don't take me away. I'll compensate or not. At the mention of detention, the woman panicked. Hurriedly changed her words and said she would pay for it. It can't be $70,000 if he says so. It's not like I bought his bag. I'll only pay for the part 1 damaged. Even so, her heart was dripping blood when she said this. Jing Mo took the bag from Feng Muyun's hand. Look, this bag is this big. The milk tea you poured is almost all stained. Tell me how much this has to be compensated? The woman stammered. She herself knows such expensive bag into this is estimated to have to pay all the damages. If used for a long time, the bag, in fact, the price will be greatly discounted, but this bag is the afternoon just bought a new bag. Even if it is hanging second-hand, 700,000 original price cannot be sold, but 650,000 or someone snatched to want. In fact, now the woman remorse bowels are green. I would have known to apologize, but also not to the police to call over and still so many police. This young man in the end is who how a phone call so many police have come. And in the middle of the middle-aged man wearing police uniforms and the rest of the police are not the same, obviously is very status and position of the people. Jing Moc women still do not recognize the cell phone out of the opening. So, I still ask the LV counter people to come over to identify how much compensation you see this is fair. Jing Mo some impatience, this woman to now or hard mouth. The woman had no choice but to say that there must be a professional appraisal. Jing Mo called to buy this bag of LV counter to let them send an appraisal expert over. Counter people know that Jing Mo is a big shot, out of the wide wrong, 700,000 of the wrong kind of bag said to buy on the buy. Such a big man has to serve well, so let the store in France to further study the expert over. Waiting for about 20 minutes. Around the onlookers more and more people. Appraisers have never seen such a big scene when they came. Armed police and criminal police surrounded themselves. Legs and stomachs are soft. Jing Mo directly handed the bag to the appraisal person without any nonsense. Take a look at how much this bag is still worth now. The appraisal expert directly took the bag over and took out a magnifying glass from the toolkit he had with him and looked at it carefully. Came to a conclusion. It's not worth a penny now, There's no need for any repairs. Even if you want to repair it, you can't. Many parts of this bag are handmade by a master in the island. And today, coincidentally, he retired. The woman directly vomited blood and almost fainted. Damn, sincere with her over when retirement cannot, today retired? Jing Mo sighed and said, that is to say that this bag is now a loss of 700,000, is not it? Appraisal experts are also very cooperative. Said, yes, this bag is his finale, is a loan Two people, this one sing and one with the cooperation. Listen to the woman's ears with a knife and a knife in her heart as stabbing. Jing Mo looked at the woman. What else is there to say? $700,000. How do you want to give it? P.S. Yamamoto Kagoro. Fellow righteous fathers, do me a favor and reward me with a few golden tickets. Chapter 102. Need a back rub? Requesting tickets. The woman looked aggrieved, hesitated for a long time and came to say, I don't have so much money Jing Mo looked at Zhang Fan. She doesn't pay, you take her back. Lock her up for a day, and then release her to wear out her temper. Zhang Fan nodded and looked at the woman. Go. Go back with us. The woman waved her hands in wide-eyed horror. No. I don't want to go, I won't go. Zhang Fan spoke. You don't have any money to give right now, so we can only take you back to inform your family before discussing in what way to compensate them. We're very busy, don't have time to spend with you here. She looked to Jing Mo and pleaded. This young master I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Please let me off the hook. You drive such an expensive luxury car, a bag, and for you is not just a meal thing. Please let me go. Jing Mo frowned and said, what do you mean? Rich people deserve to be bullied by you. You broke a rich man's things because this thing in the eyes of the rich people do not count as things do not have to compensate, is it? What kind of attitude is that? City council, you quickly take her back. This city bureau shouted out some middle-aged people around side. Agu. I remember who he is. This is the director of our city's public security bureau. So really, I've seen his picture in the newspaper. Today I've seen the real person. This city council seems to have been called by that young man on the phone. Such a big head. A phone call to call the city council over to deal with such a small case. This is a real young master. The woman heard in her ears that the sky had collapsed in Y City. In the end, the woman was taken away by the police brought by Zhang Fan, saying that she had to go back and educate herself. Zhang Fan stayed instead. Hello again, lad. What have you been up to lately? Zhang Fan didn't know why he loved to get in touch with Jing Mo the lad. I go to school every day, what else can I do?
Ying Montag replied lazily.
Normal people who dare to talk to the city council like this, it's just Jing Mo. Talking to anyone is a dead look. Zhang Fan an elder, how would he care so much with Jing Mo? Instead Jing Mo looks like this to make him feel real. You should know my daughter? Have you played with her recently? Zhang Fan's words made Jing Mo a little confused. When did he know his daughter? Seeing Jing Mo's expression, Zhang Fan reminded, it's Zhang Kai Mu my daughter. Didn't you ask me for help last time? I entrusted her to help you and sent you a banner. Jing Mo suddenly realized, so it was this old boy who planned it, but wasn't the one who sent the banner the student council president that was called Li Biao? How come he said it was his daughter? Zhang Fan saw Jing Mo with a blank expression, smiled and said, since I helped you, in the future also have to trouble you to take care of my daughter. She is a little withdrawn. If you go out to play, you take her with you. Jing Mo felt that this old boy was misunderstanding. He had never seen Zhang Kai Mu at all. Zhang Fan said to himself, Kai Mu, that girl in your young people's words is a bit social, not very talkative. But the last time I saw her also said that she played with you very much. I thought of letting you play with her more, so that her temperament can be a little more cheerful. Jing Mo is even more puzzled. He didn't play with Zhang Kai Mu. It is estimated that she lied to Zhang Fan, because the one who helped him before was not her but Li Biao. A lie has to be rounded up with countless lies. But Jing Mo didn't break it down, so he just agreed, okay. Next time you come out to play, you must ask her to join you. Zhang Fan smiled and said, bring a good day to that roommate of yours for me. After saying that, he turned around and left. After all, it's already not easy for a busy man to talk to Jing Mo for so long. Jing Mo scratched his head. Bring good luck to which roommate? Zhang Fan's typical official rhetoric, talking with a little bit of half-knowledge in it. How can Jing Mo listen to understand? The appraiser of LV was also ready to leave. Mr. Jing, this bag of yours can be recycled for us, and then give you a replacement bag within 700,000. Can it? Jing Mo frowned upon hearing this. For free. The appraiser saw Jing Mo's dilemma and smiled. Of course it's free. Jing Mo waved his hand and said, I don't want it for free, unless you let me spend money on you guys to replace it for me again. Ha! The appraiser was completely unable to keep up with Jing Mo's brain circuits. Giving away a $700,000 bag for free, Jing Mo actually didn't want it? He also had to spend money to exchange it. He had seen what was called a real person with too much money. The appraiser had an awkward smile on his face. Isn't that equivalent to you buying another bag? Jing Mo glanced at Feng Muyun beside him. Of course I'm going to buy another one. Do you have that master's phone number? I'll pay for him to come out and make another one. The appraiser was really thunderstruck. It can still be played like this. The appraiser was a little unsure how to answer Jing Mo. Jing first, that master